Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me dep on Epstein Island, chillin' on a Epstein Island. As a young thing give me excitement, hard to keep this secret quiet. The royal boy is here, he be chillin' on the pier. The weather so smooth, so nice, with a light young rum and ice. Say step on the island, no fear, no judgment on the island, it's clear. When Maxwell bring a surprise, we receive the package in a small size. Me up on Epstein Island, chilling on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me up on Epstein Island, chilling on a Epstein Island. Cause a young thing give me excitement, hard to keep this secret quiet. Me see a man in a wheelchair appear, him with a short gal vibing right near. A statesman just come off him flight, with a young thing on him left and right. There's a man a stand up at the gates, him want come in, he can't wait. Him look very smart and wise, foundation boy so nice. Me up on Epstein Island, chilling on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me up on Epstein Island, chilling on a Epstein Island. Cause a young king give me excitement, hard to keep this secret quiet. Mr. Musa call late at night, him want come over, want and invite. Him have no vibes, we no rate till. And Maxwell tell a idiot say the party's done. We laugh cause smart get one STD. Him living too young, wild and free. From one Russian gal, intercourse. His wife no happy, she want divorce. Next day come around, it's safari time. We a enjoy, we self-relax and wine. Jeffrey a drive we round in a the Jeep. Him a chill guy, can't believe them call him a creep. Look how the monkey them a climb up and jump. Look on them go, them a climb and jump. Epstein Island a the place we be, if you want nature and animosity. Me up on Epstein Island, chilling on a Epstein Island. You email me a brief so silent, but the conversation seem no private. Me up on Epstein Island, chilling on a Epstein Island. Cause a young thing give me excitement, hard to keep the secret quiet.
Gucci Marks generated this shit.
Gucci Marks generated this shit.
My big beautiful girl, belle, belle. All the things that you can feel, feel, feel. You make me feel so alive, with that incredible size. My big beautiful belle, 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 belle. Do you still wanna Netflix and chill, 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 chill? We can watch Brokeback Mountain, that movie ended in a big ass fountain. My big beautiful belle, belle. Riding up and down that hill, hill, hill. And Hillary don't have to know about us. This some presidential, confidential ass love. My baby, beautiful bill, bill. This that love that can be killed, killed, killed. I wrote a special act in your name, passing this eternal back party sun flame. And I know you're a Democrat, I'm Republican, don't give a fuck about that. We were loving like Romeo and Juliet. West Side Story, baby, let's fake all that. We're together in these Epstein files. Presidential romance is still alive. Over this party, we were dancing. They say imports can't stop advancing. You didn't have sexual relations with that woman. I know I was with you in a White House booming. Secret Service knocking while we were coolin'. Trying to be quiet when that big bill moved in. Look, it ain't you just feel it, it ain't suiting. You better always lie me down or we be coolin'. Head game stronger than a giraffe on that grueling. When you with Dino, you know that thing be be drooling. Bill. You got a license for that drill. Missing you, my Billy Willy, boo. My Billy boy, whoop-dee snoop-dee, woo. Billy, Willy, woo. Whoop-dee Billy, Snoopy, whoop-dee Snoopy, woo. Billy boy, I think I love you. Whoop-dee woo, Snoopy Billy, boo.
Marco.
Yes, my friends, it is that time yet again. I know that you're probably wondering, Marco, where were you yesterday? Where was he? Where was our king? And hold on, let me make sure this is proper. Wait a moment. Not MacBook Pro microphone, USB audio device. Test. There we go. Let's not have technical difficulties straight out of the gate, Mr. Always Marco, sir. There we go. All right, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Yesterday I would stream on a Saturday, but I was at a 1-year-old's birthday party.
Meet up on Epstein Island. Chilling.
No, it's nothing like that. Not have technical difficulties. It was a relative. It was a relative's baby celebrating their first birthday. Aw, so cute. So yeah, I had to be there for that. Of course. Family before internet, I guess. But we're here now, and we're back in the chat. We see Monsoon the Goon. We see Beyond. Beyond lost his membership somehow. Beyond is here. Prince Royal, Taco About It, De-Influence Darling, member salute. Nilild in Puerto Rico. Where was our king? Says we're here. Thumbs up the ting. It's free to click like on this stream. It's free to click like. And you know what? It's free to donate too. Fuck it. It doesn't technically it is free. Technically it doesn't cost you to donate. Birthday should start at like 5. Yeah, I was thinking about this before I went to the birthday, and I was like, do I even get a gift for a 1-year-old? Maybe I'll just bring like some cupcakes or something. Like, what are you going to get a 1-year-old? You can't get them books because they can't read. If you get them clothes, they're not going to be able to fit in them probably 6 months from now. And that's kind of a waste. Any toy you get them, like, listen, I know babies, okay? I've been a very hands-on member of raising all of the little cousins and nieces and nephews in my family thus far from the time they were born. Babies, bro, even up, I want to say up until like age 3, you could give them like spoons from the kitchen drawer and like an empty water bottle, and they will entertain themselves, bro. They don't need toys. They're not going to remember any of these toys. There's going to be zero sentimental value to a toy they had before they could even form memories. That's a fact. But what can I say? I folded. I did buy a cute like Winnie the Pooh stuffy. I bought like a little this was cute. A few days ago I was at one of my cousin's house who has a baby who's like less than a year old, and one of her toys that she has is it's like a tissue box, but the tissues that are inside it are like they're like crinkly soft material, like not actual tissue, of course, but it's just like something tactical and textural that they can like feel, and you can crinkle it up and it makes noise. And I was low-key stimming playing with them. I was like, yo, this shit is fire. So when I was shopping for this other 1-year-old's birthday party, this other one-year-old cousin, I saw those tissues. I was like, oh, we gotta get these. And what else? A little like, you know, those Stanley cups, whatever they're called. There was like, it was like a small squishy pink baby version of one of those, so that she can learn to like drink through a straw and use a handle and carry a cup, I guess. So those were the birthday gifts. Very sweet. You know your boy is a sweetie pie. And what else? I mean, before we get into this, you know, I'm turning into a drama channel. I'm turning into Keemstar, because I'm about to talk about this girl who, upon further research, is of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives fame. This woman, Taylor Frankie Paul, who was tentatively going to be the newest Bachelorette, but the plug got pulled on that because a video came out of her committing domestic violence, allegedly, against her baby daddy a couple of years ago, and so they're pulling it in light of the backlash, which is amazing. I mean, mark this down as one of, I mean, I could probably count on both hands the amount of times a woman has been held to accountability to such a level. I mean, who else? Who else can you think of? What's her name? Amber Heard. Still waiting for Jada Pinkett Smith. You know, I'm still not right over the whole an entanglement with August red table talk thing that happened a couple years ago. I'm struggling to think of any others. The one Eileen Wuornos, the serial killer they made a movie about her, Jodi Arias. I mean, I'm struggling to think of names. Anywho, before we get into oh yeah, speaking of her being from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I can only imagine that if I dug into the history of that show and the cast members of that show, it would only take mere moments to find some sort of MLM connection, because we know Utah and the Mormons and the MLMs they love each other. Are we gonna react to the new dating show? What new dating show? Please God, I hope there isn't a new dating show. Oh, is it the age one? Is that the one where they don't know each other's ages? Benjamin says, a man who has zero control of his violent temper to run a rogue agency with violence problems. So true. So true. Alex FPV, what up? iHeart Dubu, Benjamin, God bless you, Larry. What's up? Thumbs up the ting. I'm gonna refresh the stream right now and hold all of you accountable. 39 people watching, only 17 likes. Okay.
What you were about to witness is
Okay.
real. The participants are not actors.
We have solutions. We have ways of dealing with your kind. We have ways of dealing with the disobedient and the disloyal. We do. And it's called Goon Court. Trust me, I know a lot about real life court. They're destroying my life in real time, day by day, as we speak. So yeah, that's good. The age one, I mean, we might have to look at that. We'll see how much time we got. I'm starting late today. It's almost 9 p.m. my time, which means it's almost 11 p.m. Eastern time. Normally, I would have done this at 7, but today I was locked in working on important stuff earlier in the afternoon, and then I went to the gym, and then I had a little romantic escapade of my own. I'm dragging it, but what happened was I went to the gym. I was finished at the gym it was just before 6 o'clock. I was hungry. I didn't have anything at home. So I was like, let me stop real quick. And I'm going to stop at this place not far from the gym. It's one of these, it's like Chipotle, but more ghetto. It's called Barburrito. It's a franchise we have here in Canada. I don't know if you have it in the US. I imagine you wouldn't, since you guys are already spoiled for, Mexican food. This is Barburrito, okay? It's like you go up there, you tell them what you want, what you really, really want, and they make it for you. So I get myself a little chicken burrito. It actually wasn't little, it was large. I didn't even finish it. It's in the fridge still. I get a chicken burrito. Matter of fact, rewind. I walk in, okay? I walk into the place. It's one girl working there. Now, I know for a fact that the franchise owner who owns this place is an Indian guy. I know this because I've eaten there before, and I've also seen him at the gym. And when I saw him at the restaurant one time, I said to him, this is maybe last summer, I said to him, "Oh yeah, I seen you at the gym. Do you own this like franchise? Is this yours?" He said, "Yes." So now I'm, you know what I'm saying? We're putting connections together. So I walk in there today. I'm the only customer. What do you want? It's 6 p.m. on a Sunday. I walk in there. There's one girl working behind the counter. And I'm not sure if any of y'all have seen this. I'm sure y'all have seen. I don't know if any of y'all have seen my favorite movie ever called Lego Batman, but there's a moment in the movie that happens like this, okay, where Batman sees Barbara Gordon for the first time.
Is everyone?
Oh my.
Hi, Dad.
I just died on your arms tonight.
Mr.
Must
Wayne,
have been something
should I get
you said.
experimental?
That was me upon seeing this beautiful Indian girl that was working behind the counter at this burrito place. Now, this is Canada. It doesn't matter what type of ethnicity or nationality food you're getting. It's being made by a Filipino or an Indian. That's all that those are your choices in terms of authenticity. You're getting Indian food made by Filipinos. You're getting Asian food made by Indians. And I saw this girl and I was like, hold up. Am I in a Bollywood movie right now? Is this a prank? Is this the plot of a Bollywood movie? Is I see this girl who's way too beautiful to be working at this burrito place, and I use my fame and wealth, courtesy of the goons, Streamlabs link in the chat, merch link in the chat, to rescue her from this life? Is that what's about to happen right now? And I know what you're all thinking. I know you're thinking, Indian girl? But Marco, aren't you racist? Hey, I'm just as confused as y'all. Maybe I'm growing? Maybe I'm growing and changing and becoming a better person? I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. I guess if you can't beat them, join them. We know objectively there's way too many Indians in Canada. So maybe I've just subconsciously given up on trying to fight against it. Maybe I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. They're here to stay. Let's fall in love with an Indian girl. So I know you're now gonna ask, well, did you talk to her? Did you get her number? This and that? Nope, chilling. I just like to play in my mind. I just like to fantasize. I don't actually like to do nothing. I'm good. If you knew how black my heart was. One of y'all in here is a Muslim girl who DM'd me on Instagram saying that she's working on developing a dating app. I didn't look at it. I don't know if it's like a halal dating app or what. But one of y'all came from my YouTube stream chat and messaged me on Instagram and said that check out my dating app that I created. And I literally replied, unfortunately, my heart is black or something. No, I said, unfortunately, I'm dead inside, but good luck with the app anyways. So true. So true. So real. Black pill apathy. We love to see it. The fusion of hummus and curry. Oh my God. What up, Maria Schlabach? Mr. There is no spoon. Is let's go. Subarito. Yeah. Guilty. I repented and liked. Good. Good. Oh. Make sure you guys thumbs up the ting. It's free to do. So yeah, I don't know. I got my burrito and I asked her, I'm trying to. She was also Indian, and the owner of this franchise, as I mentioned, is Indian. So I said to her, oh yeah, I seen the owner of this franchise at the gym before. Are you related to him at all? You see, I'm trying to figure out if next time I see him at the gym, I go behind him and I put my hands in front of his eyes and I go, peekaboo, and he turns around and looks at me and he vaguely remembers me from coming into the restaurant a couple times and I say, Dada? Or something like that. But she says, no, I'm not related to him. I said, is it your family business? She says, no. I said, oh, you just work here? She's like, yeah. I'm airball. I'm flopping. I'm crashing and burning. So I get the burrito and I go sit down to eat it. Now, I have a moment to redeem myself. Peep this. This was a stupid decision of me, but fuck it. It made me feel good, and it'll be fine in the grand scheme. There was these two boys in the restaurant that were in the lineup. Now I'm sitting there eating my burrito, and they went up, and I still had my earphone, whatever, headphone in from the gym, because I was like watching a YouTube video on my phone while I ate, because what can I say, baby? I'm a Gen Zer. Just kidding. I'm 1 year away from being Gen Z. Your boy just turned 30. So anyways, I'm Gen Z at heart. And I'm watching a YouTube video, and I noticed these boys finally make, like, it's their turn at the counter. They were probably 12. These two, their age, they were probably 12. A white boy and his Asian friend. So I can't hear them, but I see them get finally up to the counter, like it's their turn in line, and they say something to the girl, and then they have like sort of a defeated look, and then they walk out. So I'm thinking, I know what just happened here. So I get up, and I go outside to the parking lot. Like, I just open the door, and they're still right there. And I say, boys, and they turn and look at me. I said, did you guys not have any money to buy anything? The one kid's like, nah. I was like, go ahead and get what you want. I'll pay for it.
What you were about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual audience of the case pending both.
Now I'm thinking, why did I just say that? Right? Why did I just say that? Because knowing these two little Gen Alpha shitheads, they're going to go in there and order the whole store and get something to take home for their mom. But God bless them. They were so respectful. They both each got a small burrito, no drink, no combo. So respectful. So they get up. It's their turn to order again. They had to go to the back of the line, unfortunately. At this point, people must have heard Always Marco was in the restaurant, because now all of a sudden, despite me being the only person in there when I walked in, now there's a bunch of people. Now there's a lineup in the restaurant. So word must have got around, word must have got around that your boy was there, and sparks were flying with this Indian girl working there. So I'm there. It gets to their turn in line again. I get up, I go to the thing. They're like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Look at me. Watch what I say. That's so unk of me. Not in the way of like unk being uncool, but like being your OG. Like, let's call it OG. Let's call it big bro, right? I say, yeah, no worries. Next time you have a chance to do something nice for someone else, you got to do it, right? And they're like, yeah. Oh, shit. Not me teaching the youth to pay it forward in a world full of apathy where half of the time I want to blow my brains out because I feel like there's no light or goodness left in the world and it's hopeless. Oh, yay, yay. So he's doing it. Let me look this up real quick. Let's see. Right. So, I go up to the counter to pay again for these two boys. And the girl, she said something. I'm trying to, I was so nonchalant. Some of y'all are chalant. I'm nonchalant. I never even thought of what it means to be chalant, because I'm just automatically nonchalant. And I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No warm-up, by the way. But fun fact, that song is actually the main like theme of the movie Lego Batman, but they do like different renditions of it. Like, for example, Robin in the movie, actually the same scene where Batman has the "I just died in your arms tonight" moment with Barbara Gordon. The beginning of that scene, Robin and all of the other foster kids at his foster home are singing a choir version of Man in the Mirror, and they're like, "Shaman, Shaman." Nobody has ever caught the genius of that except me, or appreciated it, but I love that movie so much. So yes, we were definitely starting with the Man in the Mirror. So I get up there to pay for these boys now, and I say, she says either "That's so kind" or "You're so kind." I don't remember. Let's go with "You're so kind." Let's go with that. Okay? And I say, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, That's okay. Yeah, de nada. De nada. Mucho gusto. De nada. Okay? What can I say? It was Eid Mubarak yesterday. I'm not Muslim. The young white boy and his Chinese friend were almost certainly not Muslim. Eid Mubarak. Fuck it. Eid Mubarak. So I'm out $20 for paying for these two boys' burritos. So Streamlabs link definitely in the chat, because I spent this $20. Was it just to impress this Indian girl that was working there? Let's go with no. But would I have done it had she not been there? If it had been the man who owns the franchise working there for me to do this in front of, would I have done it? As Patrick Bet-David loves to say, we don't know. So, I can't believe Lego Batman movie is 10 years old. The new Lego Batman game is coming out. If anybody wants to drop me, if somebody wants to drop me like $30,500, I can get it. Why? Because the PS5 in the game is probably only around $500, but I need the other $30,000 first to pay the lawyers. So really would appreciate that. Thank you, by the way, because I know the 55 people that are watching this right now, plus the hundreds or thousands more that will watch this on the replay. If we all just work together, and let's say $5. Never mind. Let's say everybody who watches this drops $10. We might be like a third of the way there, if all of that happened. So, chop chop, I guess. Step to it, I guess. Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked, chat. We are cooked. Whose arms would you have died in without her? So true. Maybe it was the YouTube video you were watching while eating your burrito that inspired you. I highly doubt that, because the YouTube video was a Veritasium video about the invention of the zipper. So, there's that. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about this absolute queen, girl boss that all women should aspire to be like, who I was blissfully ignorant of her existence up until a couple of days ago. Taylor Frankie Paul. Wasn't the girl who abused her kids named the same thing? No, that was Ruby Frankie. My bad. Okay, let's check this out.
Live. So as we speak, the brass over at ABC are in crisis mode, we're told, after we posted a video that we obtained of the incident where Taylor Frankie Paul was arrested and ultimately convicted of aggravated assault, felony aggravated assault.
It is a 2023 fight
Oh
that
my
she
God.
got into and fight.
The eyes never lie, Chico. The eyes never lie. Have you ever seen Crazier Eyes Panagyal? Me never seen that before. That's crazy. That's actually scary. That's some Erica Kirk eyes right there. That's Erica Kirk when someone asks an inoffensive and innocent question right there. Hold on, I'm gonna jump back to it. I'm just changing my output mode to my headphones so that I can hear the audio of the video in my headphones. All right.
Fight is an understatement with Dakota Mortensen, who, of course, is now her ex-boyfriend, father of her son, Ever.
So,
By the way, I thought I saw a meme that said something that was like, society is fucked when a bunch of men are lining up to go on this show to become the potential suitor for a 31-year-old single mother of 3. What I didn't know was that this 31-year-old single mother of 3, who's already been arrested for assaulting her ex, who already has in existence a mugshot with these crazy eyes, doesn't just have one baby daddy, she has 2. That's the reason I'm cutting to the chase here. The reason I'm so happy about this cancellation is because this is a situation where I actually feel like somebody getting canceled is fair. Not her personally, the show, I mean, the Bachelor season that she's on. Because this was primed to be a top 5 crowned jewel feminist propaganda in a not good way of all time. A season of a show where we are supposed to believe that there's a bunch of, no doubt, handsome, well-spoken, tall, fit, financially well-off men who are the contestants on the show who are going to be vying for the love and attention of this bitch. And we were all supposed to sit there and be like, they're trying to normalize haramity to us. It was Eid Mubarak yesterday. It was Eid yesterday, and you want me today to sit down and watch The Bachelorette. You know? Who is going for this?
23 fight.
I'm 30. I just turned 30. And if you told me a girl was 32, I'd be like, I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not planning to get married for at least another 5 to 10 years. If I want to have kids, then me even dating a girl who's my own age is like, no, it's not a criticism on her, but science is science. If I don't even want to start having kids till I'm 30, till I'm 40, at what age does it become, what do they call it? Geriatric pregnancy, high risk pregnancy, like 36 or something. And I know they have all this science and whatever nowadays, but let's say I want to have multiple kids. Let's say one day I want to have 3 kids and I want to start at age 39 or 40. She's not going to be able to have them. She's not going to be able to have them. So basic math would tell me she got to be a few years younger than me at least. That's number one. Number two, if you so that's just if you tell me she's 31 or whatever she is, 32, I don't know. Now you tell me she has 3 kids. Now I'm like, oh, shoot me off to space then. Oh, put me like Superman's parents and put me in a space shuttle and send me to the farthest planet you can think of, because I'm not doing that. Then you say, oh, wait. One of those kids has a different baby daddy than the other two.
CMFK donated 10 Canadian dollars. Here's my $10 contribution of the $30,500. Happy belated birthday, Marco. Cool flexed biceps, medium light skin tone.
Fuck out of here. Come on now. Thank you, ZMFK. You are an absolute legend. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I be going through a lot, right now I'm without a doubt going through the hardest time of my life, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. I'm projecting strength right now because we have multiple battles going on. We've got battles on the Eastern Front and the Western Front, lawsuit here, lawsuit there. And I really am trying to stay strong. And these streams that I do with you guys are like my couple hours to, not think about it. And, it's almost like it's therapeutic to me, to have a silly goose time with y'all and chat and troll and, pay these bills and stack the bags and whatever. So I really do appreciate y'all. Thank you for that. So yeah, the Erica Kirk, stop. What'd she say? Stop. That's it. Stop. What the helly? De-influenced darling says, I was 37 when I had twins and it was hard. Husband was 41. We are tired. Type shit. That's what I'm saying. De-influenced darling. So, okay, boom. 31-year-old single mother. First of all, 31, you're already out. Single mother, you're double out. Single mother of 3, you're quadruple out. Single mother of 3, 2 different baby daddies, you're quintuple out of here. And you have a history of domestic violence and it's on video. Sextuple, get the fuck out of here. And I was supposed to believe that a bunch of men, I don't know who let me look up the cast. Bachelorette, whatever this season was, cast. I'm going to see here. From Cosmopolitan magazine. Jesus, I am gay. Okay. Let's find it. Here's the 22 men. Do I even need to go any further? The most beautiful Asian man you've ever seen, Aaron Kang, 32, product manager. Private account. Aaron is total husband material. We know, obviously. He can't wait to get married. So this guy, literally in his prime of his life, 32, handsome, fit, Oh, and it gets crazier. Brad Ledford, 29, from Newport Beach, who's a cowboy and an entrepreneur. And look at the triceps. Chose that pose so that he could flex the triceps. He's becoming a pilot. So he's in his prime. I'm going to find a picture of me on this list, aren't I? Brandon Purse. Oh, okay. Oh, a single dad. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. Okay. So this is what I mean. This is the delusion. We're supposed to believe that all these young, handsome, well-established, well-accomplished gentlemen, Christopher Wood, Air Force veteran and single dad, all these guys who are in their prime, I'm supposed to believe we're just ready to go after a woman with all those traits that I was listing. I mean, all these guys are gorgeous, of course. Bombaclat.
Shish just tithed 100 Canadian dollars to the cult. Sorry, my attorneys didn't fit your needs.
Sorry, my attorneys didn't fit your needs. Have you ever heard of, what am I, a mobster? Have you guys ever heard a more swagged out, who the hell is this guy, text-to-speech message in your life ever? Sorry, my attorneys didn't fit your needs. Play the Godfather music right now. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, but your attorneys don't fit my needs. I mean, that is just swagged out. So thank you. I know who that was. Maybe they don't want me to say, but I know who that was. Thank you so much. I'm assuming you don't want me to know since the message was shh. But thank you not only for the support and for trying to put me in touch with the attorneys, but also for making me look super swagged out on this stream by being the biggest bag dropper thus far. And, I it's okay. I did find somebody. I did find a lawyer who has been great so far. But boy, oh boy, I don't wish these legal bullshits on anybody. I would literally rather be dealing with a murder charge. I'm not even joking about that. Because a murder charge, the burden of proof is so high. They have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And if you can't afford a lawyer, they'll give you one. Civil cases are not like that. Civil cases, good luck finding anybody who is going to do it for free. You know? It's a completely insane system. It's even like, even personal injury law would be different because most of those personal injury firms, they're going to war against insurance companies. So they're taking the cases on contingency, meaning if they don't win, they don't get paid. So you don't ever have to worry about paying upfront costs. You only give them a percentage of the compensation you would get from the insurance payout. So, but again, civil cases are not like that. Child support cases are not like that. Defamation cases are not like that. So, yeah. Fatty Gaming RP, I do appreciate it, but Fatty, oh no, I hate to see YouTube take 30% of the donation though. I really do. Streamlabs is the way. Streamlabs is the way, but thank you for that. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't pop up on the text-to-speech, but thank you. Thank you, Fatty. Leanne says, I fought the animal rights group. That shit was 5 years. Yep. I've got stuff that's been going on 3 years now. 3 years of my young life. Grace says, do any of the people from this show ever stay together, or is the point to be the winner and build a social media presence? I mean, I can't imagine them staying together because in the case of this girl, like, she's going and, going through all of these suitors. She's vetting all of these suitors on the show. And I'm assuming that her kids are not on the show, right? Like, they're getting to see her at her best, made up, looking her best at all interactions, and it's on camera for the show. But what about when she's like at home and her kids are running around and whatever? Like, they're not getting geared up for that. They're not getting prepared for that on the show, right? So, and I'm sorry, maybe I am gay, but this girl, for me, it's the eyes. The eyes are off-putting. But I don't even think this girl is that good looking to offset those other red flags. Like, look, I've dated some characters in my day, okay? And I justified it by being like, look, okay, yes, it's the hot, crazy index, and I'm up in the top right quadrant of that graph. They're the maximum hotness, but they're the maximum insane. My bad. But this girl, it is not balanced, okay? Let me just say that. It is not balanced. The hot to crazy scale, where's the mugshot picture? Where's the mugshot? The hot to crazy, I see the crazy. I'm not convinced about the hot. Okay, go to this.
That she got into and fight is an understatement with Dakota Mortensen, who, of course, is now her ex-boyfriend, father of her son, Ever.
So we told you about this incident, but we hadn't seen the incident until we obtained this video. It's about 3 minutes long. Normally we...
Leanne, thank you so much, honestly, that comment. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, honestly, but I have to keep having faith day by day that everything's going to work out for the best, and I'm trying to be grateful for what I do still have. So thank you, Leanne. Yeah, she says, standing up to these bullies and doing the right thing is always the hardest. You'll come out on top. I have faith. You know, that's why, like, little shit that happens today, like those two boys outside the restaurant who didn't have any money, and I bought them a fucking burrito. It's like, if I was my accountant, I'd be like, why are you spending $20 buying these two kids a burrito? Like, you need $20 times $1,000 right now. And I don't know. I'm naive, I guess. I believe that the karma will come back around, that doing the right thing is the way. I believe that every time I turn down a sponsorship opportunity to promote some bullshit crypto or experimental pharmaceutical drug or gambling app, that me turning that down is going into some, you know, galactic karmic fund that's earning interest that's going to come back to reward me somehow, someday, in some way, you know. So, yeah. Defiantly Pinky says, no beauty shaming, please. What does that even mean? Like shaming someone for being too beautiful? Okay, let's continue.
We edit things.
I know you're not trying to police my preference. I know I'm not trying to police my subjective opinion about if a gal is bad or not.
Down for the show, but we're...
Get a hair med sponsor. What, like finasteride and minoxidil? I'm with it. Like keeps? Farm and good karma, and it does happen. Knock on wood, inshallah. Let's hope so.
We're going to show you the full thing, and then we're going to talk about the fallout.
By the way, after we watch this, just know I found that Law and Crime actually posted the video 3 years ago of the actual post altercation. Like the video of the actual thing happening just came out, but the video of when the police showed up and interviewed everybody was released 3 years ago. And I'm very excited because I haven't seen this yet. I'm very excited to see how much, and I'm guessing what's going to happen here. She's going to be playing the victim for the police, and then we're going to compare that to the video where she was clearly the aggressor, allegedly, in my opinion. And yeah, let's just watch it.
Yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See?
Knock this bitch out, my brother.
This is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me.
This brings back warm memories, to be honest. This brings back memories. This makes me feel warm inside because even though it wasn't fun in the moment, I think back to when I dated this Serbian girl in 2018. My God, all the stereotypes are true about the Slavic girls. The way this girl was, the red hot burning fire rage that this girl was capable of producing. The tears, I mean, the violence, the threats. Bring me back. Brings me back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Every girl I've dated has been crazy, but hey, that's why I'm an incel now.
Hon, you think this is okay? It's not okay.
And then the police show up and she's like, he's crazy. He hit me.
It's okay. I don't give a
Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone. Oh my gosh.
Damn, and your kid is there too, Bumbaclot.
Your daughter is right here. Oh my God.
This bitch don't give a fuck.
Oh my.
Did you just hit the kid?
You're unbelievable. No, you.
And then says, you did this. Women have never done anything wrong ever. And if you think they have, you're a misogynist. You should go to hell.
You're unbelievable. No, you. Stop throwing stuff and help your daughter. Your daughter. Stop screaming at me.
Bro, he should just run out the door, bro.
God. Stop, Taylor. You're done. Taylor.
You did it!
That's it. That is it. No more. You're done. Stop. No. I didn't have this. This is your own pain. You're doing this to yourself.
I hate when people make a scene around kids. That's the worst shit. I hate that so much.
No.
Would it kill him to focus on the angle? I mean, I'm not getting a great shot right now. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. I think we get the idea. We heard it.
Complaint about the noise, and the officer arrived there. They're still fighting as they're opening the door. You also heard her daughter, who was at the time, I believe, 6 years old, and you could hear her crying after she was hit, yelling, "Mommy."
The authorities believe that the chair may have deflected and hit the child.
And you heard him say, your daughter. You heard Dakota saying your daughter got hit by the chair. And the police report does say that there was a bruise or a bump on the little girl's head.
So the Bachelorette is set to premiere on Sunday night. The question now, will it? We are told by people over connected to the show that sponsors are pulling out, and we don't know whether ABC is going to air it or pull the plug. We have not yet heard. We know that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was put on ice after some of the cast members said they just didn't want to participate given the backdrop.
And that was based on, and again, that video we just showed you was featured on the first season, not the video itself, but the incident they talked about. In fact, they showed police body cam on the very first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
We're going to bring a guest in a minute, but we should say.
So this is something else that's really crazy to me, which is that even though this video of her arrest or whatever, I don't know if arrested on assault charges is what the title says here. Even though she was already arrested for this and her mugshot existed, you have to consider Disney, which is the parent company of ABC, who hosts The Bachelor and produces The Bachelor. They gave her this deal and made her the Bachelorette and had her continue to be on this Secret Lives of Mormon Wives show after this. It wasn't until the cell phone video itself came out. This is the one. It wasn't until the cell phone video itself that she was actually held accountable, which is, I mean, what can you even say to that? It's just absurd. It's just absolutely absurd. It's absurd that as I sit here streaming, there are 65 people watching, but only 38 people have clicked like.
Thumbs up the king.
Which is free to do, but that's okay. I mean, who's the bigger abuser? Taylor, what's her name? Taylor Frankie Paul? Throwing a metal chair at her baby daddy / child? Or you sitting at home not clicking thumbs up on the stream, which is free to do? Discuss amongst yourselves. Okay, let's continue.
That we now know, based at least on a protective order that Dakota filed, what happened 3 weeks ago, which is the latest incident.
Right, and that's...
Swingers? Oh, don't let me... The plot thickens. Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn, the title says, Mormon swinger arrested on assault charges after going ballistic during heated argument. Bumba. Clot. By the way, we're not going to watch this today because this is like very Irina Zarutska coded. But I saw a video today of I believe it was in Chicago, another act of violence on a train. Black man, white woman. They don't know each other. The man has, I think I read it was 72 prior arrests or charges. Walks onto the train, pours gasoline on this girl's head who's sitting there, sets her on fire. She's in critical condition. What's the solution?
That's where producers of Mormon Wives said, we're going to shut things down while the authorities figure out what's going on here, because there were allegations that Dakota claims that Taylor attacked him once again just a few weeks ago. She says it's
wait.
That Taylor attacked him once again just a few weeks ago. She says it's the other way around, that he is the one who got physical. So
By the way, Taylor is saying that this was a calculated move.
Body cams were the best thing that ever happened. I don't know if I talked about this recently. Body cams are the best thing that ever happened in the world of policing. I know there are probably some bad cops out there who rue the body cams because it, holds them accountable and doesn't allow them to commit crimes. But I think probably more often than that, it vindicates the police officers from accusations of police brutality or whatever else. Because growing up, I had this impression that police were just out here purposely going to police academy and getting a badge so they could beat up homeless people and black people and whatever else. And ever since channels like, what's this one, Law and Crime Network, these channels where there's a million of these channels where they do like a FOIA request form to get the police body cam footage for however many, incidents. And then they go through and like make YouTube videos out of it. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a video of some young black woman like shoplifting or even just getting pulled over for a speeding ticket. And she is the one every single time who escalates it to the point of an arrest and getting physical when she could have just literally said, okay, give me the ticket. I'll deal with it. I'll, God forbid, pay it or fight it in court or whatever. It's always, I didn't do nothing. You police is racist. Why are you pulling me over? Let me talk to your supervisor. You can't pull me over. They're going to shoot me. They're going to kill. And again, there's exceptions to every generalization. I know not all the, I know that probably the videos where people are just being cordial and driving away with the ticket don't make for very good YouTube videos, which is probably why I'm seeing only that, if that makes sense. Like the ones where people are acting polite probably don't get made into a YouTube video because there's not like a clickable clickbait thumbnail and title where it's some girls like this swinging at the police officer. So if the media landscape only shows the bad, then we're led improperly to believe that it's only bad. However, I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle with situations like that, where I used to think it was all the way over here, police are evil, and the YouTube videos will have you believing that actually it's all the way over here, the people getting arrested are always the ones bugging, and probably the truth is somewhere in the middle. But certainly I've shifted from being on this end of the spectrum of thinking police are just out to bully people. I even saw a video the other day of like a group of ICE officers that went up to a guy, and it was a very respectful, cordial interaction. They were like, are you a U.S. citizen? He's like, yes. Do you have your ID? No. Where were you born? He's like, I don't know what city he said. And they're like, okay, have a nice day. Huh. Interesting how even if you don't think that you cooperating is going to lead to a good result, even if you think they're going to be prejudiced and violent towards you anyways, it doesn't hurt to just not be aggressive and rude in response, right? Like, it's probably still your best bet to be cooperative, Midwest Safety, yeah, that's one of those channels.
Move by Dakota, she says, to smear her.
Right.
Done on.
Oh!
This was a calculated move by Dakota. She says, to smear her.
A calculated move to smear her, bitch. We already know that you already have the history. You already been arrested for this shit, allegedly, in my opinion, right?
Right.
Done on their child's birthday. That's her position on this. So let's see if we can get in the inside of this.
Get on the inside of what is, because we know that Mormon Wives is on hold. The big question, as we said, is what's going to happen with the Bachelorette. Someone who covers Bachelor Nation better than anybody is a guy
always Marco.
As Reality Steve Carbone.
Jesus Christ. Not the guy I was expecting who was going to be like the resident expert on The Bachelor. Get that box out of the background. You're on TMZ, for fuck's sake.
Welcome to TMZ Live.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
So first, your reaction to the video.
I mean, the crazy thing is about it is we've obviously known about this. The police report has been out there since 2023. It's like now we've got the visual behind it. Like this was all documented in the police report of what happened, but to actually see it now with our own two eyes, horrible to witness, and just have a lot of questions about this. Obviously, Taylor was drunk. There's no doubt in my mind she was not right of mind in this video. But honestly, the most disturbing thing to me in this video is the fact that after everything that was going on, the yelling, the chair throwing, the second her daughter was screaming, and the second her daughter was clearly not doing well in that moment, for her to not immediately run to her daughter and say, "Mom, it's okay, mommy's here, but immediately turn to Dakota and say, "This is all your fault." I mean, that was brutal to watch.
OD.
Rob V 2026 donated 10 Canadian dollars. Are you a one of one?
Am I a one of one? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'd like to think I am a one of one, that no one can, that I'm often imitated, never replicate, whatever the saying is. Or are you referring to the lyrics of my 2022 smash hit, Don't Ruin This? Are you referring to the lyrics of that song? Honestly, bars of a song. Honestly, y'all, I don't think I'm ever getting married. I just don't think I can do it. I'm sorry. I really apologize. I just don't think I can. You know, I used to be a different way.
Immediately turn to Dakota and say, "This is all your fault." I mean, that was brutal to watch.
Yeah, it is very difficult to watch it. And, you know, the part, like you said, people knew about this incident.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, how deep did the producers dig, the producers of The Bachelorette, dig in on this incident? I mean, in your experience, I would imagine there are very extensive interviews with prospective bachelors or bachelorettes, and as well as the suitors on the show. But certainly the star of that season, you would think that they grilled her about that incident.
Right? Like, surely they could have found another girl to do the show, right? The body cam thing, whatever, was already out there well before this season of The Bachelor, or whatever the show is, Bachelorette, whatever the fuck, even went into production. Look at this, May 14th, 2023. But again, this is what makes me think she must have put on one hell of a show and doubled down and tripled down and quadrupled down on her being the victim in order to convince ABC that this whole thing was actually not a big enough deal, or, you know, that she was actually not in the wrong when it came to casting her as the star of this Bachelor show. So let's finish this, because I'm deathly curious about that.
Even though they may not have seen the video.
That's the crazy thing. It just seems like this video was submitted as evidence against her. She pled guilty to this. I'm almost getting a sense of, is this somewhat like the Ray Rice video where the NFL knew it was out there and just hoping it
was
would
literally in my head as you were saying it, Steve.
Yeah.
It's literally in my head. You know, we're told that there is already, as we're talking right now, finger pointing going on over at ABC, that now
What up, Rob's neighbor? Oh, yeah, okay. I saw that comment.
people are saying, I didn't know. Why didn't I know? You knew. So that's happening as we speak.
Steve, what's your take on knowing what you do about, very clearly from this information that you post, you have great sources connected to the show. What's your forecast on whether or not they're actually going to go through with this?
You know, before today, I would have said, no, they're going through with it. She did all the morning shows yesterday. You know, Mark and Kelly, she did GMA. I'm like, okay, they're promoting it. It's going to air on Sunday. Now that this video is out there, not that this is new footage that happened, you know, post-filming or whatever, this is all 2023, but this is just putting their lead in such a negative light that it's like, who wants to watch? It's like, who cares about her finding love that was filmed between October and December of last year? It's like, look at who we're dealing with. And, you know, it was 3 years ago, but somebody should have known. And I really feel like this was a giant cover-up. And like you said, when they announced her as the Bachelorette, it's not like they didn't know. It was part of the first episode of the first season of Secret Lives. Like,
speaking of Secret Lives, what happens there?
To me, I think at this point, clearly Taylor, and not because of this incident, because it's been 3 years, but she needs to not be in front of cameras for a while.
It's so hilarious that they have this guy who's like an expert. It's like, I don't know, make a Facebook post. Who knows about this?
Whether it's,
why does this guy know about this?
A situation like Jack.
I've never watched a single frame of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette in my life. This is the most we're watching right now.
Taylor had to deal with the Valley, where they said, look, we're not putting you back on the show until you go to rehab. She needs help. I don't think she needs more cameras in her face. I think she needs help. And I think that would be the way to go, that you don't resume season 5 of Secret Lives with, you know, and if you do, it's without Taylor. And maybe she's gone forever. Maybe it's just like, all right, this video's out there. We're never bringing her back. I just don't know, but I don't think she should be a part of Secret Lives anymore.
Yeah, I could see where they would maybe have her step away for a season, and it becomes a redemption story if they want to bring her back on. For The Bachelorette, you know, we're talking about ABC making decisions because of this video. But as you pointed out, they've already shot this full season. Yeah. There is a quote-unquote winner, I would imagine, someone that she picks at the end.
Yeah.
And then maybe you even know who that person is, because I know that you are famous for knowing before anybody else who won.
Yeah.
What does that guy think when he sees this video? You know, presumably he's thinking that he's got a future with Taylor, and now he sees this.
Yeah, I don't know what he thinks, because she has said in preseason interviews, "Hey, I was open and honest with the guys about my past." But it's like, but how detailed were you? Like,
I guarantee. Okay, I have to go watch this video. I guarantee you, she's the victim. I guarantee you, she's the victim. This girl might be up there. Let me reserve my analysis until after I've actually watched it. But the vibe that I'm getting, the vibe that I'm leaning towards right now, bro is a top level analyst. The vibe that I'm leaning towards right now is Casey Anthony. Double down, triple down, always be the victim, never admit defeat, never relent. It's like Trump tactics, you know?
How do you spell your first name?
Fuck, I'm late. You don't want to know why. Why, Trey Tino? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why Trey Tino is late. Trey Tino, how could you be late? You're one of the only, as far as I know, gay goons. And we're talking about The Bachelor, and you're late. What's her name? Taylor Frankie Paul is crying on the police body cam, and you're laughing. LOL.
Go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
Crying like a baby. Shut up.
Shocking video shows what led up to the arrest of Taylor Frankie Paul, a Mormon influencer known for referencing
What up, Ank Gives? What up, Parsa? I'm in Canada right now.
swinging in her videos.
Hi guys, we are going to be prepping for my kids because, for those of you that know, I'm a divorced parent.
Oh, God. Thank God for that. Spoiler, Marco will be on the next season of The Bachelorette, and we'll caution her about joining MLMs. So true. So absolutely true. Thank you for that, Rob. So stupid. Who wants to be like Rob and the other secret top big bag dropper, 170, who dropped $100, and really claim their throne as the goon of the week with this bag war? Who?
So I do like a prep day before my kids come for the weekend. I already have them because I got them a day earlier than I thought. So we are still going to go get groceries and prep for the weekend.
28-year-old Paul rose to fame on TikTok after saying her ex-husband
Ank Give says, I'm going to leave Canada. It's getting out of hand. I agree. I have some court stuff that I need to deal with, unfortunately, but I'm keen to get back out of Canada as soon as possible. And, you know, I was even thinking about this recently. I was actually thinking about, I'm going to, honestly, I know enough about YouTube at this point. I've been a full-time YouTuber since 2019. The need for people to make money remotely has only ever grown. People have always asked me, what should I do instead of MLM? I've never wanted to be somebody who like sells. First of all, I don't really have much expertise on anything aside from MLM and YouTube to sell information about anything. And you guys already know that when it comes to MLM stuff, like I put out my free guide, the exit plan free guide. I put that out for free, and I'm going to continue to leave it for free because that's something that's like a critical resource that I feel like people who are friends and family of MLM members need. And so I'm going to keep putting that out there. Obviously, like, you know, you can book a one-on-one call with me if you want to talk to me in depth about that and like creating a plan for your friend or loved one and helping you to reach them, because that's, you know, at that point I'm just selling my time. But if I'm going to teach people how to actually make money doing something, you know, with the MLM thing, it's not teaching you how to make money or like get fit or like, you know, get girls or, you know, anything that people would want to pay money for generally. It's something that people need help with to like stop someone else from losing money. So it's not really a sexy offer in that way. It's very niche. It's very specific. But when it comes to making money on YouTube, which is something I know how to do, social media in general, but YouTube I find is the hardest one for most people to grow on and make money off of. If I'm going to help people potentially make thousands of dollars on YouTube and be able to like either supplement their income or replace their income completely, and like live out of the country so that they're not getting drained by the inflation and shittification of the West, whether that's Canada or the US or whatever. I think I should definitely be making money for that, because I know I have a ton of great advice. I think about this all the time. I talk about this with people all the time, friends, relatives, whatever. Even just by myself, sometimes I think like, what would I do if I was somebody who made like content about remodeling or gardening? And I think about how I would like make those topics much more exciting, and what kind of recurring content I could do, like episodic content that I could do. You know, like for me, I would say my 3 big pillars of videos are infiltrating a pyramid scheme, the big investigations, multi-level misery, the interviews with scam victims, and my, I guess I would call it reaction content, videos that I clip from streams, videos of me reacting to stuff. Yeah, I would say those are the 3 big ones. And as I continue on, I realize that, well, I'm giving away too much information now, because I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a free workshop where I talk about like, this will be good for anybody, I think, whether you're brand new to content or you're already doing content semi-successfully, or you're doing it successfully as like a short form creator who doesn't know exactly how to pivot to long form, or get people who watch you on TikTok and Instagram Reels to actually watch you for more than 1 minute and scroll past. Great example. I mean, you can probably go on TikTok and find people with millions of TikTok followers, and then you go to Am I there? What happened? They don't want me to really reveal the secrets. And then you go to TikTok, and then you go to their YouTube, and they have like 2,000 subscribers. So I think I'm going to do this free workshop, and then I think I'm going to offer, like, I'm just coming out with it. I'm going to offer a paid thing where I'm like literally teaching people how to do social media and make money from it, start to finish. So like all the gear you need, all the strategies you should be employing, how you can find your niche. And that's one big topic that I have a lot of feelings about, is this idea of a niche at all. If you don't mind me going on this sidetrack talking about content for a minute. Sidetrack to the sidetrack. Trey Tino says I'm late because I was being a stripper in prep for my birthday party. I'm not going to be able to make it, unfortunately, Trey Tino, but now I'm wishing I would be able to make it now that you're talking about all this. So I think, okay, let me say it like this. When I started doing YouTube, Shorts wasn't even a thing yet. Take that in. TikTok wasn't even a thing yet. I'm that old. I'm a legacy creator at this point, y'all. 7 years? God damn. So, back then you really did have to have a niche, because people were still mostly watching YouTube based on what was shown in their subscription feed. And you followed somebody for a specific topic or interest that they talked about. So the creators you followed and the things you were interested in were linked. They were one and the same, right? Now, the algorithms are so intelligent and have been trained on so much data that you don't even have to really subscribe to anyone anymore. You can, for example, when you go on TikTok or Instagram Reels and you scroll through, are you only scrolling through people you follow? No. If anything, you're scrolling exclusively through people you don't follow, and you can easily sink hours of time into that. So that tells you that the algorithms are exceptionally well trained at knowing what it is you want to watch based on your behavior. And obviously who you follow, nudges that in a way. But yeah, so I think instead of having a niche, what you should do is be somebody who establishes what your values are. So for example, I used to think that anti-MLM content was my niche. I even used to have my banner on my channel said anti-MLM. Now it says exposing scams and schemes. I'm thinking of changing that yet again to say, in something else. Because when I did a video about, when I do my multi-level misery videos, when I do my infiltration videos, when I do my reaction videos, the underlying theme, whether I'm talking about MLMs or some girl on The Bachelorette or whatever, or gambling apps or whatever it is, the underlying thing that I'm really talking about is like unfairness and deception. So when I did a video about the Ring camera scam and Ring, Amazon changing the terms of the Ring agreement and the pricing after I already owned the hardware, essentially rendering the camera itself useless, that was a video that did really well on my channel and wasn't like alien. It wasn't foreign to my audience. My audience wasn't like, what the hell is this? Why is he talking about this? It was kind of already similar to what I already talked about, which is deception from big companies taking advantage of consumers. So once I realized that, my entire world of what type of content I could make expanded. Same with multi-level misery. A couple months ago, I released a multi-level misery episode with a guy who was in Grant Cardone's 10X thing. But that's not actually it doesn't really actually apply to multi-level misery. That wasn't even in the title. It was just an interview with a guy who had been scammed by something else, which was not an MLM. And it still did really, really well. So I thought, oh, okay, this is continuing to prove my point, because really, I could do a video with someone who was scammed or who had been in any type of cult, and it would fit. You know, I could do an interview with someone who was in Scientology, and it would not be weird at all for the people who watch my channel, because it would be similar to hearing the testimony of someone who had been in Amway, for example, in my opinion. So think about also, I did the video, Every Influencer is Lying to You, the one that I did last year in Bali. It was like the 100,000 subscriber celebration type video, where it was very cinematic, and I'm in Bali talking about influencers lying to steal your money and whatever. That video also did really well, because I'm talking about broadly this general deception and whatnot. So how does this apply to you if you're a creator? Well, maybe your niche is gardening content. Well, nobody likes to feel like they're stuck in talking about gardening content. So what could you do that was still familiar to your audience who watched you for gardening content, but wouldn't be like jarring, but isn't exactly gardening itself? Well, instead of being like, I'm Sarah and I like gardening, you could say, I'm Sarah and I'm passionate about nature and having a beautiful home and a clean, non-toxic life. Now that opens it up to you talking about still gardening, but you can also do stuff about nature. You could do videos vlogging while hiking. You could do content about, you could do like sort of sensational content, which is talking about harmful chemicals and pesticides used by this or that company in the soil, or which, you know, products are not good quality or whatever. And you could sort of create something that's like you could show the scandalous side of the gardening world by talking about which suppliers are lobbying to do bad stuff or to lower the quality of their fertilizer or seeds. Or forgive me, I'm not a gardener, so I'm just sort of winging this off the top of my head. But it broadens the amount of stuff you could be talking about. You know, you could have one pillar of content, which is actual tutorials about gardening. You could also have a pillar of content, which is like deep dives on companies that are doing bad stuff in that world. You could also do a series which is like transformations, where you like transform people's interiors with plants, or you transform their actual garden, and maybe that's a paid service that you offer, is you do gardening transformations. Those videos always do well on TikTok when people go and they like do the grass, they mow the grass of a overgrown yard that the person inside is disabled or they can't afford it or whatever. Those videos always do really well. So there's literally a million infinite ideas that you could do regardless of what your supposed niche is. And I don't think that you should have a niche. I think you should have you should be somebody who has, I guess, different interests or different passions. Your values, I guess I should say. Not what's your niche. What are your values? You know? Okay, let me see this chat. Tratino's catching up on 2x speed. Love it. Jaden Evans says, I had an Amway recruiter tell me he knows multiple people who make $1 million a month. Please let me know I'm not crazy for saying he's a lying con artist. He is, in my opinion. Keezy Show, really appreciate your comment. No comment. I have nothing to say about that. Ank says, I'm hitting 30 this year. I've come to know myself, and I'm a naturally compassionate person, so I'm going to help people no matter what it is. Hell yeah. Interviews are great. Thank you, Tretino. Happy early birthday, UB. Did I say I'd do free calls? I was offering, it's funny you mentioned that. I was offering free calls as part of like when you download the free guide, it would take you to another page where you could book a free call with me. And then from there, it was like a free 15-minute like consultation. And then from there, if you wanted to sign up for like my weekly call check-ins or video check-ins where you basically fill out this form updating me about your progress with your friend or loved one who's an MLM, and then we get on a call. It's funny you mentioned that because I actually today revamped it a little bit where I'm no longer offering the free calls ahead of the weekly program, and I'm also no longer offering the weekly program. I think the best move is to just offer the calls. And so I'm still offering the 30-minute and 60-minute calls, which you can book on my merch store, alwaysmarcomerch.com, or you can book them through that, funnel, if you will, of downloading the free guide and then booking. I just think, and I know a lot of people have found value from the calls, but I just don't think it's a recurring problem as much as I initially thought. I don't think it's something that people are willing to pay for weekly. And if they were wanting to do that, I think they would just book another call. I think that's the real key there, because with MLMs, it's like, think about somebody who's a drug addict, right? Their family may spend resources hiring an interventionist and paying some rehab facility to look after them or to help them or whatever. But ultimately, you can't make anyone do anything. And so I sort of look at it as similar, except with MLM, the people who are in MLMs are usually more high functioning on an actual everyday, day-to-day life level than a drug addict. It's not like they're, they're getting into debt. Yeah, they're destroying relationships and destroying families and setting themselves up for future depression and turmoil once the reality of what they've done catches up to them and they see through the smoke and mirrors. But they're not actually generally physically harming themselves or others. And so it's very hard to get people to reason that they should, that this is an urgent problem, if that makes sense. There's almost this like air of, well, it could be worse. So I think the one-on-one calls is the best way. I don't need to overcomplicate it. So I'm still offering those, but let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the getting paid to teach people about how to do YouTube and make money on YouTube and grow on social media, because I know I have a ton of knowledge about that. That can make people a good amount of money, in my opinion. I'm still working on the outline of the workshop, the free workshop, and the actual offer as well. So yeah. Keezy Show says, Marco, who would you say your biggest arch nemesis has been throughout your whole professional career? The court system, the legal system, getting sued by different companies. Some of that stuff I'm still dealing with now. It's been going on for years. I'm really in the heat of the battle right now, actually. And yeah, my biggest arch nemesis. People have asked me which MLM do I hate the most. Maybe I'll answer it that way. The progenitor of all of this multi-level marketing evil that goes on in the world, in my opinion, is Amway. If you've read the book Ponzi-nomics, like Benjamin in the chat has, all of this started with Amway, from Amway. Amway is the head of the monster. It's the Amway administrative law judge decision from 1979 that created what's known as the Amway rules, which effectively provides a shield for every other MLM that's come into existence since, to say, well, we're not a pyramid scheme, we're just like Amway. And in order to in order to reverse that would require overturning decades probably of case law and decisions about MLMs and Amway themselves. And yeah, it's a big conundrum. It's a big lie. So I guess Amway is the big bad of this whole movie, in my opinion. Ant Give says, if that's what you're thinking of teaching, I've been on the fence about making music content. You absolutely should do that on YouTube/Instagram, since I feel like some people are growing that aren't very, very authentic. So why not me? That's one of the biggest, and I hate to say this phrase because it's such a scammer phrase, but that's one of the biggest mindset shifts that you actually need to have, unironically. Why not me is so real. And as you get older, you'll see, I'm 30 years old. Sometimes I still feel like I'm a kid. And then you see like 21-year-olds who are celebrities and shit. And it's like, they don't know more than me. They haven't lived more than me. It's honestly, that is a big part of it, is just being, you don't have to be like egotistical and have main character syndrome and whatever, but you do need to say, why not me? It's a completely valid question. Why not me? And you should. Everybody was why not me at some point. If this girl, this psycho bitch, is famous, you don't even forget famous. You don't even need to be famous. But if this girl's famous, then how come you couldn't at least be somebody who has enough supporters that you're able to do music as a full-time thing? We are our own greatest critics. Absolutely. Mr. Weebit, wasn't DeVos one of Ford's first visitors? I don't know about first visitors, but he, the Gerald Ford, DeVos Van Andel connection is strong. Definitely check out Ponzinomics for more on that. Okay, let's get back to this.
Tate Paul filed for divorce when she broke the rules in their soft swinging relationship.
Did you sleep?
Swinging?
Or the weekend.
28-year-old Paul rose to fame on TikTok after saying her ex-husband, Tate Paul, filed for divorce when she broke the rules in their soft swinging relationship.
So she cheated.
Did you sleep with him or just kiss him?
I slept with him.
Setting a grown woman. Imagine this was your mom. I'm so glad my parents weren't on social media when I was a kid. Imagine this was your mom. This woman is a mother of 3 children, and she's making a video about swinging. Like, I would be so cringed out if my mom was on TikTok. If I grew up and found out that my mom's old TikToks where she's talking about being a swinger. What the fuck? Okay, so you, 31-year-old, 2 baby daddies, 3 kids, single mom, domestic abuser, and cheater? The list just keeps getting better.
Okay, fine.
Nearly 1 year after her ex-husband filed for divorce, Paul was caught on camera crying hysterically before her arrest.
I'm emotionally hurting. I'm not physically hurting. I'm emotionally hurting.
Okay. So your last name is just Paul?
Yep.
Okay.
The video shows a clearly distraught Paul speaking with police after a 911 call came in for a domestic violence report on February 17th.
911, what is the city and address of your emergency?
There's like domestic violence, like somebody is screaming, like, get off me. There is like a woman screaming. There's like the garage door keeps open.
By the way, Mr. Weebit and anyone in the chat who doesn't have Ponzinomics and wants to read it, I just posted a link in the chat. You can get the audible version or the paperback version. This is a link. This is an Amazon link. And it's an affiliate link. So if you use this link, the book doesn't cost you any more than it would if you went on Amazon and bought it normally. But Amazon's going to break me off a little piece of that commish. So if you want to get the book to stimulate your mind and give you that knowledge about MLM and also support the boy, hit that mother bumba pussy Ross Cloud link in the chat and save it you can click it and save it for later and whatever. Ooh, yes. You know what? Thank you for this comment, Prince Royal, because that's what you just said is very timely and very on topic for this stream about Clavvicular, the looks maxing influencer getting slapped as well. I saw that clip as well. And that girl in the clip, it's also one of these insane violence behaviors that, I don't know, that girl in the video, we have to watch that video after as well. Let me pull it up just so that I can have it queued up so I don't forget later. Girl slaps Clavvicular. She slaps him and then like smiles at him and says sorry or something. It's fucking insane. We'll watch this after.
Opening and shutting, it sounds like she's trying to get out. Okay.
Harriman, Utah police arrive at Paul's home to find her and her boyfriend, 30-year-old Dakota Mortensen, amidst an argument.
No, because she is attacking the crap out of you. You threw me in the garage. Stop.
After that, police separate the pair and begin to question Paul.
What's up?
I just want to be able to talk to you without you two bickering at each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, go ahead, like, you can sit or whichever.
Okay.
So, what's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor.
When crying and playing the victim has got you this far your entire life, why would you stop?
I'm off.
When batting your eyelashes and worst case scenario, yelling and screaming and crying and throwing a tantrum doesn't work, or I mean has worked, then, you know. Thank you, Leanne. Leanne says, please thumbs up the thing. Yes.
Mr. Rubrecht with the Harriman Police Department.
Okay.
The neighbors called in saying they heard a bunch of yelling and screaming.
I'm sorry. I'm just hurting it.
I can't believe you've done this, Taylor.
So let's start with this. How do you spell your first name?
T-A-Y-L-O-R.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
Okay, go ahead.
So Taylor, right?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Paul.
Do you need paramedics for anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Right. Have you?
I'm just playing. I love it. Bear with me a sec, y'all. It'll stabilize. Refresh if you have to. It's just... How is it that I keep turning down the encoder and it still keeps doing this? Here, let's turn it down to 1800. It's at 2000. All I do is keep lowering it and lowering it and lowering it and lowering it with every stream. Okay. Looks fine now.
Driving.
Okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about, like, do I need to call paramedics to come check you out?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Paul continues to cry, explaining to officers her side of the story.
Oh.
What did I do wrong so I can help myself? What did I do wrong? Help me to know so I can do better.
Well, it's not Taylor, look at me. It's not that you did anything wrong per se. We are just, the neighbors called in thinking that someone's getting hurt.
No one's getting hurt. I'm just emotionally hurt because I'm good divorce and I'm just...
No one's getting hurt. I'm just throwing a metal chair at my own daughter. She'll be fine. What have I done wrong?
Is that...
What?
Oh, thank you. Is that what's going on tonight that started everything?
Yeah, I'm emotionally super hurt. I can't help anyone. I'm just so hurt emotionally. I'm sorry. Can I get a drink of water? Can I get a drink of water? I'm just really hurting. I can get my husband to come get the kids if that's easier. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't want anyone that wants from me. I'm just so hurt.
So, tell me what happened tonight.
He pushed me in the garage, and it's fine. I don't give a fuck. I just want to move on. I don't give a fuck about him. I just want to move on. I don't care. I pushed him. I hit him. He pushed me. I don't know what to think about it. Can I get a drink, please? Please?
Can you promise not to talk to him while we go in there?
Sure.
Paul says she went, quote, ballistic during the argument.
Question, if he filmed the video of her attacking him that night and they have this body cam footage, this law and crime video came out 3 years ago, how come the video, like his video is, like, how come his video didn't also, you know? How come that wasn't part of this?
What do you need from me?
So I just need you to tell me what happened tonight. So you went out on a girls' night. You said that, right?
Yeah, he came pick me up from girls' night.
And then what happened?
And he was bitching me out the whole way home.
About, so when you describe that to me, about what?
I guess having fun with the girls. And
These evil men trying to keep us women down and stop us from having fun with the girls.
So you...
and he was going to a concert, but he was like, we're not going to concert now. And he came home. And then we were fighting. And we were fighting at each other. And then I was going at him, I guess hitting him. And then he pushed me into the kid stuff. And then I went ballistic because he pushed me so hard. And then I fought back. And then we were just...
Way more honest than I thought she was gonna be.
And I just want him out.
Where did the kids go?
My daughter's right there, and then my son's up sleeping because we had my family member that was babysitting. And this is all. I guess this is all.
With you guys fighting.
Yeah.
Do you have any injuries?
No, I think I'm okay. My fingers hurt. I think I'm okay.
Can I see?
How is she still like sort of like short of breath, as though she's like mid crying? Like the actual heat of the moment has long passed. The police are already here.
Your hands?
Yeah, I just want to go to bed.
Just like this.
I just want to go to bed.
Erica Kirk tears.
I think I'm okay. I'm good.
What about the other side? And then...
I'm sorry, I just want my dad.
Investigators then speak with Mortensen.
All I've been trying to do for the last hour and a half is to leave. I mean, I'm just being bombarded, stealing my keys. She's jumping on my truck, slamming my doors. Like, I think my truck...
is that your white truck?
Yeah, I think my truck doors broke. Like, she's on top of my truck jumping. Like, dude, I can't even believe what just happened.
You want, let's go.
So sad too. This guy's only 30 years old in this clip. Bro, you're still young. You do not need to be dealing with this shit. Now, maybe I still haven't quite figured it out myself. Maybe I'm just not good at conflict resolution, or I just have zero tolerance for fuckery anymore. It's amazing how when I was younger, I used to negotiate with girls. I used to argue back and forth, text long paragraphs of text back and forth when my girlfriend is tripping about something, try to hear them out, try to reason. And then you get to a point where you realize bitches just be tripping sometimes. And there's no level of reasoning. Like, you think it's an accident that some bullshit comes up and some argument gets pulled out of thin air every time you're like out having fun with your boy. You know, for me back in 2021, it was like anytime I had a video that was doing really well, or I was doing a live stream that had like a lot of people, like there was debates that I did back in the day in 2021 where there was like 2,000, 3,000 people watching live. And it's like as soon as one of those was done and I was like riding the high of that, the world would come crashing down. The meteor would hit the earth of my girlfriend being upset about something. And usually it was rooted in some nonsense insecurity of, oh, well, all these people are watching you now and you're going to end up cheating on me because you're going to become famous. And it's always the same it was always the same bullshit. It's like, bitch, you know I'm trying to be a YouTuber, right? Like, what do you want? You want me to, every time there's a female subscriber, I block them somehow? Like, we're tampering with things beyond our control now. Like either you believe that I've chosen to be with you truthfully or not. Like, it is what it is. Fast forward now, I have such a low tolerance for BS. I don't even get to the point where a girl becomes my girlfriend in the first place. It doesn't even make it that far because I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm chilling. Maybe I'm just old, but you know, from a transaction point of view, the amount I'm paying, the amount I'm dealing with, you know, the amount I'm paying emotionally, mentally, spiritually, in exchange for what I get, it's just not worth it anymore. The juice is just not worth the squeeze anymore. Maybe I'm hurt. Maybe I'm traumatized. Unbiased, thank you so much for the support, my king. Or maybe it's my queen. I don't know. Who knows? You know, maybe this is someone purposely trying to make my girlfriend from 2020 mad.
Look at your truck.
I'm just like lost in words.
Mortensen explains Paul is going through a divorce, which may have led to her stress level. He also explains to police what led up to the argument.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Wait a minute. So this guy is the boyfriend. It's not even her husband. Her husband is the one she's getting divorced from. Damn. Leanne says it's insecurity and projecting. When we grow up, we learn to have no F to give. There's no room for the crap. So true. It's not worth it. I used to think a lot of old people were mean. It's like no time for BS. Yeah, true. And don't get me wrong. Everybody, it's not just women. Everybody's delusional these days. Every guy thinks he's the prize and every girl thinks she's the prize. And it leads to this like weird thing where it's like, I'm not going to text him. He should text me, as he should. And then guys being like, nah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird, like, a guy doesn't want to take the aura loss of messaging a girl and her ghosting him. And a girl doesn't want to message first because if he wanted to, he would. And it's like, okay, I guess we're all just at a stalemate then. We'll all just be alone forever then. I also think, honestly, this is such a tired thing to say, but social media, man, we weren't meant to see this many bad gal. You know, imagine if you were like the richest emperor of the entire world back, you know, even 100 years ago. Think of the wealthiest, most eligible suitor 100 years ago. He probably saw, what, 100 gorgeous women in his entire life? You know? Whatever city or town you were in, there was the people you knew from like school or work. Maybe there was a couple gorgeous women. You grow up, you work at the same company for your entire career. Maybe there's a couple girls through the over the decades that come to work there or that you see passing on the street who are beautiful. And that's it. Now, a 12-year-old boy has the power in his pocket to see more. Bro, it's a new hottest woman I've ever seen every day out here. On social media, at least. Never mind when the AI shit gets to the point where you know there's already AI influencers where people can't tell it that it's AI. It's a beautiful girl and it looks like she's on a podcast set and she's just dropping little nuggets of like, I don't know, quotables, rupee core type shit. And then each caption says like, comment wisdom if you want to get my philosophy guide. And then the link in the bio is selling like some $20 ebook. And it's like, damn, this is just literally a printing money machine. They ChatGPT'd up some ebook, put it as the link in the bio, have all these AI generated videos stealing essentially tweets and having this AI beautiful girl read them. They're going viral. People are commenting to get the product she's selling, and it's just like infinite money glitch. It's wild. It's really wild. Stupid games. Say what you mean and do what you say. That shit saves us a lot of time, and time is priceless. So true. Yeah, I agree.
It's like, so she's going through a lot right now. Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her. And she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago, so it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship, like, really pretty soon after her divorce. And so that's why it's been hard. It's just been, like, a lot, I think, for her.
Okay.
What were you thinking, young man? What were you thinking? I've never dated a girl with a kid, and I don't think I never would. I don't think it's fair to the kid either. I would feel so bad for a kid. I'm great with kids. I was there from the time my nieces were born. Like, I was there in the hospital the day they were born, and I've been part of their life since. I love children, okay? The most important thing to me is the children in my life, because I don't have my own kids, but I have half a dozen little cousins, nieces, and nephews, all under the age of like 8. Okay? I would feel awful if I dated a girl who had like a 3-year-old, and let's say we dated for 2 years, and I, had like a connection with this kid, and then we broke up. Oh man. That would be like, I would feel like that would be like losing a parent. That would feel like losing a parent to the kid, I would feel awful about that. Just don't do this, you guys. This guy's 30 years old. You don't need this. I pulled this up earlier as well because this is another great example. This guy's stuff, this is like rage bait content at this point. This guy's stuff comes up on my feed, and some of this shit goes viral, and it's like people are just roasting the fuck out of this guy. And whenever I'm dealing with stuff, lawsuit, assassins, whatever it is, I see this guy's videos and I go, you know what? It could be worse.
To work. That's been the afternoon with me. Is a 29-year-old of stepdaddy life with a hot and crazy wife.
Come spend the day with me living in the life of a 29-year-old stepdaddy life with a hot and crazy wife.
Whatever. Dude, they don't know.
Raising some girl's black son who's like, looks to be like 10 years old or older. Look at the comments. Bro is living my nightmare. Never failed to impress us. Love from Tel Aviv. Oh my God. Ends the day watching sports ball and no sex. Yay. What a mensch. Love from Tel Aviv. Oh my God. Manifesting this lifestyle from my homeboys in Tel Aviv. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I honestly don't know what his girl does, because he's in all these videos. He goes to work, he comes home, he cooks, he cleans, he plays with the kid. Like, look at what a thankless job. Look how he gets roasted. Still playing another man's saved game, I see. Oh, man. He turned off gifts. Reminder to myself that things get worse. Yeah, type shit. Is the hot in the room with us? Yeah, like, why are you doing this? You don't have to do this. And to anyone who says there's nothing wrong with being a step-parent, you're absolutely right. There is nothing wrong with being a step-parent. The saying, it's like, I'm not a stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up. Look, if you fall in love, you fall in love. Do whatever makes you happy. Maybe I'll eat my words and end up marrying some single mom one day because I just love her and the kids so much. Maybe the dad died, But do you think any mother or father out there dreams of their kid growing up to be a step-parent? Do you think that's what your mom and dad want for you? Do you think that when you grow up and you tell your mom, hey, mom, I met this amazing girl, but she has a kid, do you think that is going to make your mom happy? Do you think that's her first choice? And I'm the last person who would tell you to, like, live for your parents. You shouldn't. But I'm just saying, what if it was you? Would you, as a parent, pretend you have a kid, would you as a parent want your son, who's of prime age, 29, 30, 31 years old, to tell you, hey, I'm going to date this girl who's going through a divorce and has 3 kids by another man? I tell you, your life is just getting started. Why don't you find your own girl? Start your own family. You're going to be dealing with this forever. You know? God forbid I have to be around, you know, like I said, I'm never getting married. I'm just going to be lonely, I guess. I'm not even lonely. I'm not even lonely. I'm chilling, bro. Lonely. I'm not falling for the propaganda. I'm good. Holla at me. I'm good. I'm traveling where I want, when I want. You know, I have my peace and quiet. Like Maceo in the chat says, this guy's 30 and he finally figured out how valuable peace and quiet is. Yes, leave me alone. You remember my rant about when I was in Thailand and the girl is sitting at her vanity mirror doing her makeup and I'm sitting there watching a YouTube video on my phone and she keeps talking to me and I can't finish my YouTube video. That's how I decided I'm never going to get married. Just leave me alone, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where, yeah, it's hard for her, I think, to get help.
There is nobody I've ever met who I want to talk to every day. Leave me alone.
You know, like, she fights it.
So you guys come home. She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that you're wanting to go home?
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't. Yeah, and then I went inside because I was finally just like, she was not coming out. So I was like, okay, well, and she said her parents were here. So I was like, oh, perfect. I was like, I'm going to go.
Are they actually in there?
No, they weren't. It was, like, I don't know, like her niece or something.
What is Warmbo, Benjamin?
Like that, I don't know. And so I went in there and was like gonna get them. I'm like, hey, Taylor's like drunk. You like come get her or something.
Are they coming over?
No, they already left. They were house sitting for her, watching her kids.
Oh, okay.
And then she kept flying in, and that's when she was like freaking out on me in front of them. And I'm like, whoa, what?
What was she saying?
Oh, crazy stuff. I don't know. I think she was like, I don't even know what she was saying. I don't know. Something about her phone.
Yesterday, when I was at this birthday party for the 1-year-old, one of my relatives, who's a young woman, asked me, we were talking about relationships, and we have very different outlooks. And she asked me, so you wouldn't date, this is like partway through a conversation about relationships and my outlook on it. She said, so you wouldn't date a girl who had, let's say, 4 relationships before you? I said, absolutely not, 0 chance. She's like, really, Marco? 4? I'm like, 0% chance. She's like, what about 3? We just kept going. And I was like, she's like, ultimately, she's like, you're never going to find someone. I was like, I'm good. I'm good, dude. I said about the last one. The last one was either going to be the last one or the last one. And what I mean by that is my last relationship, she was either going to be the last one because I married her and I never dated anyone else again, or she was the last one and I'm done playing the fucking games and I'm out dolo from here on out. And that's what happened. Plan A was to get married young, have kids, live a normal life. Plan, I guess it never turns out the way you plan because this was never planned. Being the anti-MLM warrior, getting sued by the agents of evil, getting sued by the multi-billion-dollar scammers, traveling across the world, living in Thailand. You know, I don't even know. I don't even know how we got here.
She's going off about her phone, and then she chucked her phone at me. And then, or no, she threw it on the ground. Boom. And then, I'm trying to think, damn, everything happened so fast.
When officers approach Paul again, she tells them she was so scared during the incident, she lost control of her bladder.
So I talked to...
What a bullshitter, you know?
I talked to Dakota. Tell me...
You think dads have it bad in divorce proceedings when it comes to like custody and alimony and that shit? Imagine what rights you don't have as a step parent. You know, imagine you're dating a girl for 3 years, your common law, you know, the court looks at you as common law partners, spouses essentially. So you break up with this girl and you end up paying child support or alimony for a girl who was never your wife, whose kids aren't even your kids, in an extreme situation. But I mean, why would you even just what a nightmare. It's a logistical nightmare. Even going on a date is a logistical nightmare to me. I'm dead. I remember the last time that I ever used the app Tinder, long time ago. The last time I ever used the app Tinder, I matched with this beautiful girl. Beautiful, like, Asian girl. And I said, "Hi, how are you?" And she said something like, "Good, enjoying this weather. How about you?" And even just from that, I was just like, even though she said nothing wrong, it's just like the entire relationship flashed before my eyes. I was like, here we are talking about the weather. Now I'm going to ask her if she wants to meet up. We're going to go meet up. She's going to tell me about some drama with some girl who's not her friend anymore and how her ex-boyfriend treated her so badly and how her brother's in the military and how she doesn't have a good relationship with her parents and how she wants to do this, but she's doing I've heard it all before. Leave me alone. I've heard it all before. I'm good. I don't want to tell someone. I don't have it in me. Where's the meme? Jarvis, more alcohol. Jarvis, more alcohol. This is me. This is me. Listen. This is me on the first date listening. I just don't have it in me anymore. Jarvis, pull the trigger. You know, I just don't have it in me anymore, guys. I'm so sorry. I used to be him, but now I'm him. Different guy. Oh, here's a good Jarvis. Remove his balls. That's a good one. You know, I'm a curmudgeon. I'm a Scrooge. But humbug to relationships. Yeah. I don't have it in me to tell someone what my favorite color is anymore. I saw this one Batman Arkham City meme. Batman Arkham City, when she asks me my favorite color. Anyways, I will never find this. No, there's no way I'm ever going to find this meme. Anyways.
To the bone. You dick too, get us a plus.
Humiliation ritual. It's fucking sad, bro. This girl's baby daddy is watching these videos like, what a clown. I'm from Tel Aviv and love this video so much. That's hilarious. These comments are hilarious. Free Kennedy. Goy outfit goes hard. Goy fit. Literally, this guy's sitting at his cubicle every day selling insurance or whatever just to go home to some single mother and her black son. PSYOP. Kennedy, if you see this, bro, please. You if you only knew how good the world could be, how good life could be. I just couldn't imagine dating a girl with a kid. If a girl tells me she held a boy's hand in first grade, I'd be like, it would take me a minute. It would take me a minute to like recover from that. I would hear like the what's that one audio where it's like the bullshit stacked up so quick in Vietnam. The bullshit stacked up. This is me. This is me. This is me when a girl tells me she held a boy's hand in grade 1.
Oh, man. The bullshit piled up so fast in Vietnam, you needed wings to stay above it.
With the sound of like the ears ringing from the flashbang. When a girl tells me she held a boy's hand in grade 1. Sorry, that's... Oh my god. It's kind of embarrassing to have a girlfriend too, isn't it? not to keep going on about this, but like you bring a girl home to your family. It's like, this is my girlfriend. Come on. Humiliation ritual, you know? It's embarrassing. What next? We're gonna kiss in front of my family? We're gonna kiss in front of my nieces? I'm gonna be like, hey, babe. And by the way, I'm not like, I promise I'm not, I am dead inside, but I'm not like, how do I explain this? Ever since I've been this way, I've had the relationships that I've had, the romantic relationships, have been the best ever. They've been more beautiful, more kind and respectful and without drama, because I like purposely make sure they don't go too far. You know, it's like we're always in the honeymoon stage, and anytime it's going to go beyond that, I'm like, I'm out. I can't have you getting so invested that now you're like putting an air tag in my fucking, you know. Once it gets to the point when you start asking me about, I don't know, maybe one day I'll find my heart again, but.
What happened with the little wooden thing in the garage in his truck? Like, what happened outside at the truck?
All I know is that I was so scared that I peed my pants.
Please. Prince Royal in the chat says, I think society is having an oxytocin problem. Its production in the body comes from social interaction and touch. We need others to function, but at the same time, we don't need heartaches and headaches. Yeah? Type shit. This man deserves his peace and quiet. Thank you, Glow. So true. Did I like Thailand or Vietnam? Not even a question. Thailand. I don't even think I'll ever go back to Vietnam. Da Nang, Vietnam. If you search Da Nang, Vietnam, people will be making YouTube videos telling you that this place is the Miami of Vietnam. Don't listen. It's a fucking lie. It's a psyop. I have never been somewhere where there are more dead rats laying around on the street, where the weather is like consistently rainy and gloomy, where the people are so like, I wouldn't say they're unfriendly, but they're also not polite. The locals, the food is the worst food environment I have ever seen. And boy, oh boy, was that stunning to me, because I love Vietnamese food. I live in Alberta. We're known for beef, among other things. Beef, oil, those are like big exports. The Vietnamese food I've had here from restaurants in Alberta has always been incredible. In Vietnam, the food quality was absolute dog shit. Like the meat that was in a bowl, if you get something with chicken, you're getting like the fattiest piece of chicken thigh. Good luck finding any chicken breast. Beef, same thing. You're getting like gristly, fat pieces of beef with barely any actual beef on them. You have to like rip it apart from the fat. It's disgusting. The people don't stop when you're trying to cross the street. That's another fun one. The amount of times I saw like a young family that was there as tourists trying to cross the street, bro, people just simply don't stop the bike or the car. There was times when me and my friend were there last February, and like I would literally just be like, yell at people, be like, what the fuck? Like, you see us walking and they just don't stop. I hated it. I will never go back there. And maybe it was just Da Nang. Maybe other places like Ho Chi Minh City or whatever they call it now, Saigon, maybe they're better. But boy, oh boy, Da Nang, for a place that was touted as being like the tourist expat hub, fuck that place.
He pushed me into it.
Rob, pull up Jarvis. That's hilarious. Ayúdame, help me, yes. Sometimes being poly makes things easier. Okay, well, Mr. Weebit, live your life, but in my opinion, that's one you're swapping one psyop for another. I've never seen those never end up well. Those poly relationships, bro, they never end up well. I'm sorry, they just don't. They just really don't. They really don't. Oh, my mods are on par. My mods are Alex FPV. Legend Gaming, give 10 goon points to Alex FPV for modding. User whatever says this dude is broken. You know. Yeah, I stayed in Da Nang too. Fuck, I thought it was horrible. Marco, you seem pretty broken inside. You okay? Yeah, I'm just having fun. I'm actually chilling. I still, bro. I haven't for the last like 7 or 8 months. But when I was in Thailand, I went on dates and stuff. You know, I like to have a nice time. I'm very generous. I'm kind. I'm romantic. You know, I'm a very romantic person for sure. Let's keep it there. You know, let's not get so intertwined that you start looking at me like your property. I don't want to look at you like my property. Go live your life. Do what you want to do. I'm going to enjoy this moment. And when we look back on this, we will have only positive memories. Let's not let it fizzle. Let's not let it get to the point where we're in a relationship and now we've both gotten fat and we've stopped trying and we resent each other because if it weren't for the other person, we would have done so many other things with our lives. And now we're thinking about what if. And I'm good.
I reacted, sure. I threw it at him.
Via phone, Mortensen later tells officers that's untrue.
She had to pee.
Like, she's saying that she was so scared that she peed herself.
Oh my gosh, no.
And
that's
so,
not true.
And she made that point multiple times. When I first arrived at the house, I don't remember ever seeing her pee herself, and I feel like that's something that I would have easily recognized.
Noticed. Absolutely. That's a lie. I mean, she's just lying. That's not true.
Eventually, the responding officer tells Paul she's under arrest.
Well, the hard part is that, I'm getting two different stories.
Okay.
As far as tonight's concerned, based on what I've seen and what's taken place.
Let's make guesses here, chat, assuming none of you have gone and spoiled this video for yourself. Is she going to A, go peacefully and quietly, B, get angry and violent, or C, start crying and playing the victim? Let me put a poll in the chat. Go peacefully, cry, violence. Whoops, violency, misspelled it. It's too late. I already clicked start. So, well, I guess you'll just have to deal with the typo. Edward lost a tooth filling at 7 p.m. We looked up a dentist and he walked in and got a filling done with a teeth cleaning for $30 USD. Yeah, that's the amazing thing about healthcare. In Thailand, you can do shit like that. I chipped my tooth. I don't know if you can tell. I chipped my front tooth in the gym. I accidentally leaned forward and it was like the weirdest, most specific, precise thing where my tooth hit this piece of like a metal machine in the gym in Thailand and it chipped my tooth. And I went to the dentist and they sanded it a little bit and I was fine. It was like, I don't know, cost nothing.
At this time, you're going to be placed under arrest for DV, for domestic violence. Okay? So before I talk to you more about it, I need you to turn around and place your hands behind your back.
So is he not at all?
Not tonight, no.
I'm confused. So he pushed me and I'm under arrest? Why?
I can talk to you more about it.
That's fine, but I'm just curious why. Okay.
No way. Maybe she's tired out, y'all. I'm sure the tears will come once she's in the car and reality sets in. She did admit, though, in her earlier retelling of the events, she did say that she was the first person to strike physically, right? She said, I was hitting him and then he was pushing me and then it got out of control and I went ballistic or whatever, right? She did say that, if my memory serves me correct.
I'm going to keep am I allowed to talk or not?
Yeah. And just give me a second.
I'm going to keep my flight, so why am I under arrest? So you're going against his word against mine, correct?
It's based on the evidence that I'm seeing at here tonight.
What's your evidence? Just curious.
Just all the stuff on the ground and you throwing things at him and all that.
Are we allowed to ask him, or is that not allowed? Because.
What do you mean by asking?
Because when he sees this, he's not going to agree to it.
Officials can then be seen discussing the arrest with Mortensen.
The reality, that's the reality of this, is that you were victimized tonight, and that's why we're here. Is we don't want further violence. Yeah. And maybe this is the reality check she needs. That like, hey, I need to get things in check.
Reality check. Society disagrees with you, officers. Hollywood is like, you know what? Let's give her another show. Let's make her the star of the biggest dating show in the world, The Bachelorette.
So, I just want to talk to you over there real quick.
Sorry, the one kid just puked and so.
No, that's fine. I'm glad the parents showed up.
I don't know which one's which. The little girl? The one upstairs. Oh, okay. Oh, God.
What is... Do you know the daughter's name? Can you know how to spell it? Yeah.
Also, shame on this woman for bringing another man around her kids, like, soon after being separated from her husband, right? Like, she's not even fully divorced. And this guy said that they got into a relationship pretty soon after she broke up with her husband, right?
Do you know her birthday?
It's...
That's okay. Do they have the same last name?
Yeah.
Or is it a different last name? Well, she's not divorced yet. So.
Well, she is. She just hasn't changed her name. She keeps her names.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like, I can't make you fill that out. Yeah. It's voluntary. But, I mean, that's your side of the story. Again, she's alleging a different side.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only thing. Like, if she's wanting to, like, push stuff, then, like, I'm gonna have to. But, like, I truly just want her to, like, just get help and just, that's that.
And that's, I understand that, and that's what I'm hoping this results in. I'm not trying to jam anyone up or take them to jail to take them to jail. Like, I want the problem solved.
Does someone get charged then or something?
She is going to be charged with domestic violence.
Oh my gosh.
But that's, I know that's hard to hear.
See, even this guy still even feels bad.
But that's the reality of the situation, and I'm glad that it wasn't worse. Because, like, what if she she was throwing stuff at you and damaging your property,
kitchen knife or something.
Like, what if the off chance that she grabbed a kitchen knife? Like, it's already clear that she wasn't thinking straight, right?
Yeah.
Normally in your relationship, it's lovey-dovey, honky-dory, right? But in this specific case, that can't be ignored.
Yeah.
What if she was to grab the knife or something else and it escalates again? So the main thing is a reality check saying, like, hey, that's not okay. And ignoring it's not going to help the problem either. Yeah. Like, you guys waking up tomorrow morning and acting like it never happened, or having one little conversation and maybe, like, a smack on the wrist, that doesn't typically help.
Dude.
Before her arrest, Paul confirmed to officers she was not receiving mental health treatment.
Do you have a therapist or anybody you go to? No. You ever talked with somebody about how you're feeling?
Divorce? No. And abusive people? No, I have not. I have not yet. I should.
It's probably a pretty good idea. They can be pretty useful, you know. You might not feel like this normally. This might be kind of due to a little bit of alcohol always raises all of our emotional state. It kind of makes the emotion take over the rational.
Sure.
I don't know if you noticed that with you, but...
No, I divorced or alcohol or not. I feel awful. So yeah, you're good. I get.
It's probably a little bit easier to keep under control though when you haven't had any alcohol.
Yeah.
But a therapist can help you work through a lot of those things. If you're feeling like this a lot, it's probably in your best interest to talk to somebody about it.
Following her arrest, Paul took to TikTok explaining she has since started therapy.
I also got on Zoloft to help with my depression and anxiety. I'm on week 4, so I don't know if I see...
Add this to the list, gentlemen. Whoever's keeping, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's keeping track of the red flags, she's also on Zoloft. 31, single mother, 2 baby daddies, domestic violence history, on medication. There was more. I'm forgetting some, I'm sure. Jesus Christ, man. Girls all be on some medication, I feel like. Tell me if this is a universal experience. Every girl I've dated who is like my girlfriend, it started out where in the first why the fuck is the pinned comment on my channel? Why is the pinned comment on this stream simply a link to the stream itself? Am I stupid? What have I done? I need to change that. That's supposed to be the Streamlabs link, as we all know. Tell me if this... Why did no one correct me on this? How did I even manage to do that? Remove, post, pin. Every girl I've ever dated, bro, they've been fine health-wise for like the first few months. After the honeymoon phase is over and we're like officially boyfriend and girlfriend, bro, medical issues, anxiety, depression. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm the cause of the anxiety and the depression, but I really don't think so. Weird rashes, you know? It's always like that. It's always like that. It's almost like they feel comfortable enough now that they can just like be themselves completely. And now I also think a lot of it too, sometimes when a girl's like, I have a headache, it's more of like a shit test than anything. It's more of like just to see how you're going to react and be like, how you're going to show your caregiver, how you're going to show your ability to be a caregiver, protector, nurturer, based on how you're going to respond to the headache. It's like, yeah, of course you have a headache. What did you eat today? A small bag of Halloween-sized M&Ms and a caramel ribbon crunch from Starbucks and a fucking bag of chips and some vape. And you drank no water. This is a universal experience. Me watching my own stream on stream. Enjoy.
A major difference yet, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. I also started EMDR therapy and so far have loved it. We're just working on all the trauma.
OD. Look, they're taking down the billboard. Refresh it. Taking down the billboard with her picture. ABC, I mean, Disney's probably pissed about this. Now let's do it with Trump, another reality star who needs to be held accountable. Low key type shit. I can't believe they're acting so flabbergasted all of a sudden when the first episode of season 1 of Mormon Wives was literally her getting arrested for domestic violence. Crazy shit. Here's her Instagram.
Ever changing, moving on now, moving fast.
Is this the whole post?
And it's time.
Is that there wasn't even any, there's just one image?
I'll be right back, Taylor. How does it feel, princess?
Like horrible.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Game on, bitch.
Jesus Christ. The Book of More Men. Get it? Like the Book of Mormon. OD. Here's another great example of domestic violence here. Interesting. Okay. I wonder legally how this plays out because she asks for consent to slap him and he says, go ahead. She goes, "Fuck you, bitch." Then she like gives this weird Harley Quinn psychopath smile and a little hand heart. And then says, "I'm sorry."
I'm gonna sue your entire family.
Then she says, "See you. It was nice to meet you."
It was nice to meet you.
Actually, it wasn't nice to meet you. Actually, fuck you.
Sue you.
Women should have the right to vote.
You're getting sued for assault. I'm gonna press charges on you.
I mean,
What? Yeah, what about it? Oh, this is yours, by the way.
honestly, the clavicular streams, the clips that I've seen of clavicular stream. The clavicular stream clips that I've seen. I obviously all of it is horrible for society. The fact that this guy is famous at all is horrible for society, in my opinion. But I saw so many of these clips are like kind of showing a broad picture of how broken society is. Because I saw one clip today, dog. It's like, let me see if I can find the clip. It's like clavicular, man. Actually, shout out to him for this. There's a clip I seen. He's like walking down the street, live IRL streaming, and these two blonde girls, he's like, "Are you guys best friends?" They're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm trying to sleep with both of y'all tonight." And they're like, "Oh, you want a threesome? Okay." And then the one girl says, "Will you follow us? Like, will you follow us on Instagram?" And he goes, "Yeah, after the threesome." So, I mean, imagine being this girl's father and seeing this on the internet. First of all, she knows she's on camera. She sees that he's mic'd up. He says this to her, a stranger. She says, not only does she say yes to it, but then she asks for if in return he will follow her on Instagram. Maybe I will become Muslim after all. Because how haram can it get before I have to take refuge in Islam? Astaghfirullah, as they say in Islam, am I right? I can't find the clip. How about the clip where clavicular ditch? It's like some girl. Is it this one? I think it's this one.
Do you want to come to the club later?
Yeah? Which one are you all going to?
In Wynwood.
In Wynwood?
Tag along.
Can we tag along?
Not we. Your homeboy's gotta go.
He's gay.
Nah.
No, he's not.
You'll ditch him? All right, let's go. Come on.
Okay.
All right, sorry, bro.
Can you come with?
Hell no. Do you want to?
He's gay. You know what's funny? That's the first time I've seen that clip unedited. In the edited clips that I've seen of that one, they make it look like that's her boyfriend, and they cut right after he says, "Your homeboy's gotta go." And it cuts to him saying, "Oh, you're gonna ditch him," and they start walking away. So it actually makes it look like it's her boyfriend. They cut out all the viral clips, of course, cut out the part where she says he's gay. How insane and cringe is. There's also one, hold on. I saw one. Oh yeah, this one where the girlfriend is cheating. Honestly, as much as I hate all of this, I love that it is exposing cheaters. If there's one thing this is good for, it's that. Which, in the grand scheme, it's overall not a good thing. But if there's one thing that that you forced me to say that it's good for, it would be that he's exposing cheaters. Because there's this clip.
What? What'd you say?
No. This one.
I don't want to be in it.
So they're streaming. This girl's asking, is it live or is it just a recorded video? He lies to her and says, "Oh, it's just a recorded video. Like, we can edit you out, essentially." And she's like, "Okay, Yes, edit me out. But they're live.
I don't want to be in it. Don't put her in the YouTube video. Please don't. I don't want to be in it.
No, come on. Show me the full clip. Show me the full fucking clip. Is it this one?
I don't want to be on this fucking camera. Hey, are you recording?
He's doing a YouTube video.
So what about the live stream?
What? We're doing a YouTube video clubbing.
No, I know, but like, are you not live streaming right now?
How the fuck could we even do that? That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know. I'm scared.
If you bring that up one more time, I'm gonna fight you.
Imagine you seeing your daughter on some fucking live stream with this guy Clavvicular, and he's like zonked out of his mind, drunk or high or both. Man. That also scares me about having kids, because what if I have gone through all this pain and suffering and lawsuits and bullshit in my life and heartbreak and stress and financial struggle and, you know, learning and failing and trying. I go through all of this, all the gym sessions that I've done, all the betrayals that I've gone through, all the heartbreaks, just to get to a point where I finally fall in love and feel the joy of having a kid, only for that kid to grow up and be on Clavvicular's live stream cheating on her boyfriend, you know?
Some nice legs on you.
Thank you. I don't want
It's acting brand new. I need to find the clip where he kicks out. Here, Clavvicular kicks out. I mean, how many clips is there going to be of him kicking girls out? Kicks out. Honestly, I feel like YouTube, despite being owned by Google, is actually the inferior search engine. I have way better luck finding clips that I'm searching for on TikTok than I do on Instagram. Let me go to TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, always Marco. Clavvicular cheating. There, watch. This is.
I know YouTube video, guy. Don't put her in the YouTube video.
Is this live streamed?
No, it's a YouTube video.
So it's not gonna be like on the YouTube video.
If you don't want it to be.
I don't want it to be.
Okay, we got you. Here,
Okay,
come sit with me.
I really don't want it to be.
We don't have that many seats, so you guys sit with me.
I really don't want it to be on the YouTube.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Is this live streamed?
No, it's a YouTube.
How dumb can she be too? That she like. Do you not realize that? Yes, of course he's streaming.
Yo, what's good?
Hold on, let me find the one.
You want to put some of that lipstick on my dick?
You know? Like, I get he's doing it for the camera. He's playing it up for the camera, but boy, oh boy, you know?
Why is it so hard? Chat, do you see this?
Yeah? What about it?
Bro thinks for Alice.
Oh, maybe I should call Alice.
Should you call Alice?
Yeah.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
Yo,
you have a
why
baby
the fuck
mama?
you always gotta kill the vibe,
Do you have a
bro?
baby mama? I'm not killing the vibe.
No, you're just killing the vibe.
I think it's hotter if you have a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a couple of them, yeah.
We think it's hotter if you have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Like, just being... Are you all just being purposely evil on camera for the sake of this?
Well, yeah, I got a few of those.
I have a boyfriend, so...
It's all good.
So we don't
worry
really
about it.
care.
Hey, yo, bitches! Your boyfriend...
Hey, yo, bitches! Actually hilarious. Have I seen the Afro Man stuff? Yes, honestly, I need to have my Afro Man moment as well, but I haven't really gone public with any of my lawsuit stuff, but knock on wood, inshallah, that I have a fraction of the support that Afro Man had.
And, what is he, like, kind of a fag or something?
What boyfriend? He's a faggot.
Yeah? Why do you date him?
No, he's...
Why do you date him, though?
She's into that.
No. But why do you have a boyfriend if you're just gonna cheat on him openly?
Who?
Like, what a dumb bitch. Like, what's even the point of that?
Who has a boyfriend?
Her, right there.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Gabby, who's your boyfriend?
Yeah, wait, can I see a picture of him?
Well,
Let's see a pic.
he's in jail.
I don't know him.
Clap, can you answer your boyfriend's call? I don't
know your name.
Yeah. Wait, let Clap, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, now the girl who's like defending her friend, saying he doesn't have a boyfriend, is getting a call from her boyfriend. Look how she tried to pull the phone away.
I don't know him.
Clap, can you answer your boyfriend's call? I don't know your name. Yeah. Wait, let Clap, wait.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah.
Wait, FaceTime.
Is this your girl?
FaceTime.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, FaceTime me.
Damn. Yeah, she's going, bro.
Yeah.
She's going.
She's
Yo,
busy.
I appreciate you, clearing things up. You know what I'm saying?
It gives you a little clarity, brother.
It does, bro. Now I gotta get on my...
This is the way you should deal with it. This is the way you should deal with it. Respect to the guy on the other end of the phone for not getting mad at Clavvicular, and also respect to Clavvicular. Hey, come on, his name is Braden. Let's be real. Respect to this kid Braden for also, telling the dude.
Journey, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad I could help you out. That's what.
For real, welcome to the gym. Welcome to the gym, dude on the phone. And look at her, how she's looking at the camera. She's like, they got me. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. It's like the record scratch. You're probably wondering how I got here.
People were talking about, it exposes. We're exposing the female nature here, boys.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
It's not like we're trying to be dick. But like, at the end of the day, you couldn't. All right, W Mans, and this is the best reaction to have. Genuinely, there's so many people that would call like, "Oh, what you doing with my girl? I'm coming by all this shit."
Tell him we're busy.
But like, let's be real.
Hey,
You couldn't tell with her.
Can you even blame a young girl like this for being so evil, though? Like, we just were looking at the Bachelorette thing. This woman has been arrested for domestic violence before, and there's a video of it, and she still gets rewarded by being on a presumably popular show of Mormon Wives or whatever, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and gets chosen to be the next Bachelorette, which they were this close to actually airing. The ads were running, the billboards were printed. They just canceled it last minute. If I was a young girl growing up in a world where, because I was beautiful, there was no consequences, it's almost like this shit is almost tame in comparison.
That she was going to be a hoe.
I mean, I had my inclinations, but I mean, they're pretty good.
You have to break up with him.
Good at talking, you know what I'm saying?
That's fucking rude.
But look at how she's dressed right now. You see this?
Stop.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. That one is kind of.
Imagine being this girl's father, honestly, or mother. Imagine that. You're watching this stream. Your daughter is cheating on her boyfriend with some goofball.
Obviously.
She told me she wanted to go to Miami single, so that should have been the first.
Honestly, come on.
She said that? She said that?
Yeah, bro.
What? You said that?
And then she got mad at me for
We met a month ago.
Doesn't answer the question, just comes up with another, we met a month ago. That was my question.
A bar.
So you want to...
Me being Clavvicular's lawyer right now. My client said. The prosecution's question, ma'am, was, did you say that?
Break up with him so you could be a hoe in Miami.
We met a month ago.
So what? So what?
Yeah, so what indeed, Braden. Get him. Get him. Not me cheering for him.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you here hoeing around when you're in a relationship?
She thought the staring in the eyes trick would work. Oh, the old staring in the eyes. If only I still had a soul beneath these eyes. That might have worked.
What's wrong with you? Genuinely.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, there is. That's fucked up. If you're...
And then she tried playing me out and saying it was a script and that she wasn't actually there to try and fuck you, so...
Yeah, that was a script? What the fuck? Alright, listen.
Yeah, a script on a live stream's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's... Yeah, totally scripted. No, it's like, that's a piece of shit move from your part. You know? I can't believe that. Can't believe that.
I did that.
You should fuck off. Alright, now you get nothing. Alright, so get the fuck out. Alright, we don't like cheaters around here.
He's milking it. We don't like cheaters around here. His whole thing is about fucking just brucking up as many gal as possible.
So
yeah, fuck that shit.
I'm not even fucking dating
You're the fucking man.
I don't get the fuck out of my house.
Okay, I need your phone.
Alright, take your phone, get the fuck out. Alright? Right now. Not joking.
Her still trying to loiter around and get him to change his mind after being told to get the fuck out is crazy.
Out.
Whatever she did, she's probably out of line.
Out.
Okay, what are you doing?
Right now. Alright, let's go. Thanks for coming by. Have a good day, ladies. Hope you learned your lesson on this one. Hope it was worth it.
He's a chill guy.
Hope it was worth
But hey, when all else fails, play stupid. Act like you don't hear and say what?
That's what.
What was worth it?
He's a nice guy.
So, have a good night. Take care, guys.
You know what's crazy? They
What?
try to act like you're in the wrong. They stare at you as if you're in the wrong.
Wait, what happened?
These three girls.
Actually wild. Oh no. I can't watch this one. Makes his girlfriends compete in front of each other. First of all, who are these girls? Where are their fathers? Where is he finding these people? And why are they doing this? And who's watching this? Me, apparently.
What I said.
What the fuck did you say?
What I said.
Tell me what you said. Right? Say it again. You say Clav girls? Are you fucking good? You said that?
Yeah.
You think I've ever?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. If you think
You
I've
wouldn't
ever?
press me. I didn't do shit.
If you think I would ever do some shit like that, dude, that is not a good.
I'm not doing
You
shit.
can't walk around saying shit like that. What?
Mindless content. Absolute brain rot. Absolute brain rot. I can't believe you've done this. My goodness. Shout out to Afro Man. I like that. I like that he won him. He won on him. Look, now the recommended video I got. De-bloat your face. De-bloat your face tutorial. Oh god. The pink side was head in the glasses. Clav is those mice at the end of the mouse utopia experiment. Rage bait. I don't even talk to my dog like that when he messes up. Hilarious. Goodness. What up? Peace. What are we watching? We're watching the apex of human evolution, Clavvicular. Talk about the female nature. Okay, this is another show somebody told me to check out, Age of Attraction.
I have dated guys who are my age
49.
because it was the right thing to do. And it didn't work out, obviously.
When I find that person, baby.
Here, you'll be dating and even committing without ever knowing how old your partner is.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'd walk in there like 6'7", just so they know I'm young. I'd just be like, just drop all the newest slang I could think of. I'd be like, somebody would say like, oh, I'm from Utah. I'd be like, bro is from Utah. Grown man, by the way.
I'll meet your dog, you can meet my parents.
I don't know if these guys are my grandpa's age.
But you don't know who the Spice Girls are?
I couldn't name one.
Best 3-minute date I've ever had.
Bumbaclat, you know? What else would I say that would show me as being a young youth? I'd be like CEO of cringe.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the mom part.
Do you have mommy issues?
If you're not as hot as my mom, I'm not gonna marry you.
If you feel as if you found that special connection, all that's left is revealing your age.
I am...
Get your seatbelt on.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know there were 60-year-olds here.
Bamba.
I don't want to fit in a box. Why does it matter how old I am? Do you stay together and plan for a future, or leave this experience the same way you entered it, alone?
What a concept. Stupid ass concept.
I'm definitely worried. What would my family think?
Children?
Yeah.
And you hated babysitting.
You need someone to love you. Someone to love.
If only Jeffrey Epstein could have lived to see this show, he would have loved it. I mean, he is probably watching it from wherever he is, safe in Tel Aviv, right? Safe in Israel.
I just want to make sure you're thinking realistically.
I don't need to hear it.
I'm sorry, it just got said.
I'm starting to see red flags.
She doesn't know you have kids?
That's unacceptable, period.
Might do something crazy.
You don't want to do this. Trying to roll with that whole age is just a number thing.
Okay, they've already spoiled it. They've already spoiled the big reveal.
Do you know how old I am? Oh my God. Okay. I'm 54.
Damn, I was too young. 54. This guy looks like what's the name of the actor who played Magneto in the fucking X-Men First Class and whatever? Michael Fassbender.
And that's it.
What do I think about Palm Beach Pete? Well, if I knew who that was, I might have some thoughts. Oh, that's the guy who looks like Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, what is there to say about what I think? I mean, I think he looks like Jeffrey Epstein. You know? Jeffrey Epstein. What a world. What a world.
There you go.
She's 54. He's going to be 20. He's going to be 31.
Got your seatbelt on?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I mean, you can tell she's older.
Oh, God.
I am
11.
27.
Oh, my God.
Literally double his age. 27 times 2 is 54.
Oh, wow.
Her kids are older than you, my brother.
I am 38
Damn.
years young.
Bumba. She's like, I'm 19.
Don't know if I was expecting 38. Definitely
Did
a
you
little
think I was
shocked.
older?
No, I thought you were younger. Like, I thought you were a lot younger. But,
It's the filler.
it's gonna be okay. Are you scared?
I'm a little nervous.
Okay. I am.
Imagine they set him up. Imagine it's like a big sting operation that he thinks he's on a TLC show, but she's like, I'm 16, and the police bust through the door. Get on the ground, scumbag. This show is Age of Attraction.
22.
He's holding back his joy right now. He's like, yes. He has to act like he's disappointed in that and that he wishes she was older and more mature because that's what society would expect. But deep down, he's like, hell yeah. It's only 16 years. You good. You're good. It's not like she's 18 and you're 36 or whatever, 34. She's 22. She'll live. We need to make up our mind as a society. Are women intelligent, independent, sentient creatures who can think for themselves and do amazing things? I think so. Or are they helpless little, damsels in distress who are being taken advantage of anytime there's any sort of perceived age or power dynamic? I say the first one. This is the shit my wife sneaks around to watch. Oy vey. What do you mean by that? Yeah. Oy vey is right, my friend. Oy vey is right. That's what they want us watching. This is what they want us watching.
I'm 27.
What?
Come on. He's clearly older. This guy looked like Kevin Samuels a little bit. Before Always Marco, there was Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. I wonder what Kevin Samuels would think about, like, Clavvicular, for example.
You're 27?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be 60.
Man.
58.
Whew, okay. Yeah, this is the way God's testing my words. Like, okay, age is not nothing but a number. Okay. Doesn't bank me back off of you.
Okay.
So you ready for mine?
Come on, girl. You know he's older. Look at, he got the Salt and Pepper going on. Salt and Pepper Gang. Play the Salt and Pepper Gang song. What's the one song? Bright lights, big stage. The Usher song.
Because I don't know if you're ready for this.
I am.
I really don't know if you're ready for this one. You ready? The 60.
60 Wambaras, years old.
The 60.
23 years older. So when she's 37, he's going to be 70. Go get it, my young king, my legend. At least it keeps her mind off selling Shackley. Oh my God, please tell me your wife is not selling Shackley.
And I'm 43.
Okay. That's older than I thought, but
43 is nothing. He's a baby. Who does this guy look like? Not Smokey Robinson. Is Smokey Robinson alive? 86 years old. He looks like some actor I know.
I don't care at all. I mean, I've never really thought about it.
If she's 25 or older, then him being 42 is not weird at all, in my opinion.
I haven't either.
Okay, good.
She's 28.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any guesses?
She's 28.
Mid-20s, like where all my guesses.
Okay, I'm 23.
Fa! Where's the fa? So he's 20 years older than her. Damn, okay. Shit, damn, shit.
23, okay.
Shit.
All right. I have no problem with it. I am 26.
Crazy.
Years old.
I've never dated a 26-year-old.
You were tripping me out. When can I ask you? Can I ask you now?
Okay.
37. Black don't crack. She's 37. When she said, I've never dated a 26-year-old, that tells you that she's older. I didn't even know humans could reach that age. Hilarious.
What if I said I was 41?
Bumbleclad. Me on this show. The producers have to kick me off the set because you just hear my voice softly in the background. If you turn up the volume, you just hear me in the background. Bumbleclad.
Nah.
How much? 40? 41. 15 years? Walk away, my king. You still got time.
Nah. Are you really?
I am.
Wow. I'm shocked. I
am gay.
I'm 29 years old.
Come on. You know she's older. Look at her. You know she's older.
I was worried. That's good for me.
Yeah.
So I am 49.
Bumbleclad.
I was gonna guess 29.
Blood clot. Nice save.
Honestly.
Did you think I was 49?
No.
How old did you think I was?
I was gonna say maybe 8 years older than me. I was thinking
Oh,
mid to
wow.
late 30s.
Keep buttering her up, my king.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Blood clot. Absolutely blood clot. What a crazy concept for a show. I mean, it's not that crazy, but it's like, honestly, within reason, of course, everybody should be adults, obviously. But for the most part, generally speaking, I do also think that age is just a number. I mean, for example, when I was 19, my girlfriend was 19. When I was 25, my girlfriend was 28, 29. When I was 29, I dated a girl who was 24 or 5. I'm sure in Thailand, I went on a couple dates. I will say, in my experience, in my decade-long experience of being out here in the dating world, the age has, I mean, they've all been the same. You know, 19 to 29, that's about the spectrum that I've seen. They all are into the same stuff. They're into the same thing at 19 as they are at 29. Scrolling TikTok, nagging me. Scrolling TikTok, nagging me, taking anxiety medication. It's standard. My God. TNT Nation says, we had a huge beach body team from 2014. Yeah, okay. Realized how predatory it is. Lots of coaches went to Shackley, but we aren't network marketers, so it's not our thing at all. I mean, MLMs are scams regardless of if you are a marketer or not. I mean, network marketing is just a clever euphemism they came up with to talk about pyramid schemes. So, I mean, that's good that we got in early, had lots of social media, had lots of credibility. Social media was in its infancy, lots of perfect storms. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you're not in that anymore. 15 minutes behind. Are we not under the impression that content like Clavvicular is scripted? I don't know. I mean, from my understanding, he goes live for way too many hours at a time for it to be scripted, right? Like he's just out walking around on the street, clip farming randoms. So how could it be, right? Okay, now I'm veering off into random territory because I have a video on my watch later that I wanted to check out called Interior Design for Boys. My place looks more like the one on the left currently. I'm guessing he's going to say, one of the tips for this video is he's going to say, you should not use the overhead light. You should use lamps.
Your home is the outward expression of your inner life. When you change your home, you change your life. Look, fellas.
Type shit.
I get it. Minimalism, simplicity.
Dream setup right here. The one with the mattress on the floor, that was honestly a dream setup. Fuck yeah. There was a few days when I was sleeping like this when I moved into this new place a couple of months ago because I didn't have a bed frame yet. The IKEA bed frame that I needed was sold out that day. And so, yeah.
Simplicity.
Appreciate you, TNT Nation, nationwide. Hey, TNT Nationwide and anybody else who wants to support this mission, please know that I'm in the throes of legal battles from this work exposing MLMs, and really appreciate any and all support that I can get. So yeah, much love.
Not looking for happiness in material things. These are all very good principles. But beyond being a way to express yourself, how you organize and furnish the spaces that you spend time in has a tangible, scientifically proven effect on your health, mood, and general outlook on life.
Okay, hold on. I have to run to the bathroom real quick, but I'm going to keep it playing on my phone so that I can still hear it. Playing it on my phone, but forgot to play it here.
So the boys and I dove deep into interior design research online. We read a book, and we even talked to an actual interior designer. She gets paid to do this.
For a bedroom, I feel like that's where like most people get it wrong.
And the result is this list of 6 practical, effective, and affordable things that you can do right now to step up the vibe, comfort, and overall experience of wherever you call home.
And I'm gonna try to take every single point in the video and apply it to my upstairs. Let's see if any of this stuff actually makes a difference.
Starting with the most impactful and important thing of all, this came up over and over again everywhere we looked. Lighting. You can have the nicest furniture in the world, perfectly arranged, with a really great color palette. But if your lighting is bad, the room will still look like absolute dog shit. There are 2 main things that you can do to get started. Number 1, have multiple light sources. Some people say 4 to 6, other people say 6 to 9.
Nice.
However many lights that you end up getting, having multiple sources of light will add depth to your room and make it more comfortable.
I think a lot of guys don't think about the ambiance of a space. Your furniture can be pretty terrible, but if you just have ambiance and you have like 2 chairs at your dining table, that's all you need.
But what do you mean? What do I just get a bunch of, what kind of lights do I even get? Lights are broken up into 3 categories. General lighting. These are your overhead lights, your recessed lights, the light on your ceiling fan. This is sometimes called cleaning lighting because they should only be turned all the way up when you're cleaning. Otherwise, keep them dimmed or off. By the way, installing a dimmer takes like 15 minutes and costs $1, and not having a dimmer on your overhead lighting is like having a TV that you can't adjust the volume on. Insane. Then there is task lighting, a reading lamp by an armchair, lighting over surfaces in the kitchen, a desk lamp. The most important thing about these functional lights is that they are actually functional. In the Interior Design Handbook, Frida Romstead says, in spite of the fact that past generations spent years researching light fixtures kind to the eye, we still choose to hang naked bulbs on fabric cables because it is trendy. Damn, Frida! Coming out of my generation with that one, girl. But her point is, when it comes to lights, we've kind of figured out what works. So if the light above your dining table is meant to illuminate the dining table, a chandelier with the light bulbs pointed at the ceiling probably doesn't make a lot of sense. You'd be surprised at how much of interior design is based on functionality. A house is just a big car. And finally, there is accent lighting, like a little orb light from IKEA or a silly lamp that you've had since you were a kid. These are the personality hires of lights. They don't really do anything, but the fact that they're there makes the rest of the lights work better. So general, task, accent. Ideally, you have a good mix of all three types of lighting.
If you like can avoid using overhead lights and you can basically create your entire space with just secondary lighting, that's like the key to know that you've done it right. Like you can make it eclectic. Just have the right lighting on and you're good.
And the second thing you need to know about lighting, not all light is the same. There are different types of light. Let's start with color temperature. Little science here, guys. About 150 years ago, a guy named Lord Kelvin noticed that if you heat up a piece of carbon, it goes from glowing orange to yellow to white to blue. And he was like, huh, it seems each temperature has its own color. And thus was born color temperature. Hot. This allows us to measure how warm or cool a light appears using the Kelvin scale. Using warmer light, which is around 2700 degrees Kelvin, can take a room from being sterile and cold to comfortable and inviting. Straight up vibey. For thousands of years, to see inside at night, all we had was candles and fires, both of which emit very warm light. So having warm interior light feels more natural and comfortable to us, while cooler light mimics sunlight and can actually disturb your sleep cycle. I think this is a very common mistake that a lot of guys make with their lighting. They choose lights that are too cool because they think, oh, I can see better with that one. But guys, you don't want your living room to feel like the inside of your refrigerator. You can technically see better with cool light. So get a...
I'm back, and I have been watching. I've been had it playing on my phone so that I could still hear it. I ran to the washroom, and I mixed up some water and protein powder because I was at the gym earlier, so I need that. And I went and got the leftover burrito that my beautiful Indian princess at Barburrito made for me earlier. Bro, look at how big this boy is. This is like a thick... I ate probably half of it. I shouldn't have got a large. I should have just got like a medium or a small, but that boy. Chicken, chicken, rice, black beans, guac, cheese. Bumbaclot.
Cool because they think, oh, I can see better with that one. But guys, you don't want your living room to feel like the inside of your refrigerator. You can technically see better with cool light. So get a task light, a functional light for your Warhammer station, but your primary lights and most of your other functional lighting, look for bulbs that are around 2700 Kelvin, which is just a little bit cooler than candlelight. With modern light bulbs, we aren't heating up carbon or even tungsten anymore because most light bulbs we use now are LEDs. LEDs used to suck, but now they're pretty good as long as they have a high CRI, ideally 90 or more. 2700K, CRI above 90. It'll say that stuff on the box. You can probably get away with 80 if you're on a budget, but 90, boy, let me tell you, your skin won't look green at all. I don't know, dude. I saved like $3 on this bulb. You look like you're in the Matrix. Thank you. Like you're gonna offer me a red or a blue pill. Is this one red or is this one? Oh well. Hey man, if you want to save money the right way, do it with your wireless. Tab a new number. Paying to because that's National Wireless Cycle. The link in the barcode. Go to the bathroom. I don't think. Work in 3 dimensions. It is really easy to accidentally only fill the bottom third of your room. I mean, it's where the floor is. It's what most of the stuff goes on. Add some art on the walls. Add in a tall bookshelf. Put up some higher shelving. Instead of freaking plant up there. Or an accent light. Rooms are 3-dimensional. The best ones are. A great way to add vertical dimension to your room is to put up some curtains. A lot of guys get curtains wrong, specifically by going too small. To avoid this, keep these 3 tips in mind. First, the curtain rod should be at least 6 inches higher than the frame of whatever they're covering up, and it should extend a foot out past either direction. This provides an optical illusion, so now people think that you have a bigger window or door than you actually do. Makes the space feel bigger, makes the window feel bigger. Also, the curtains should just barely kiss the floor. Just like little forehead kiss on the floor. If they're like 4 inches off the ground, it looks like you're wearing short pants, way too short, not in a cool Tyler the Creator kind of way. And finally, the curtain itself should be double the width of whatever space it's covering. That way, when they're closed, they still got them ripples. If there's no ripples in your curtains, it looks like you hung a towel over your window, which is one of the worst things you can do. Another way to work in 3 dimensions is to get some art on the wall. There are a lot of rules out there for hanging artwork in all manner of layouts. But to avoid overwhelming you, here are a couple quick and easy ones that everyone should just know. On a blank wall, the focal point of your art, which means like where you look, should be 57 inches from the floor. Well, that's an oddly specific amount of inches, James. Aren't there all kinds of different sizes of walls? Yes, there are. But this is based on how tall humans are, not how tall wall is. And if your art is behind a couch or a bed, the art should be no longer than 2/3 the width of that piece of furniture. And 3, put that junk in a frame, dog. Frame it, man. You can have a poster on your wall, just put it in a frame. Go to DuckDuckGo and search some guidelines for framing art. Be careful when you are framing stuff. There is ways to do it cheaply. There are ways to accidentally do it way too expensively. A cheap frame will look better than no frame at all, so don't get intimidated by it and just get it done. Little hack, go to garage sales and buy art that you don't even like and just take the frame. Another hack, I think that movie posters have gotten an unfair faux pas rating as far as boy decoration goes, but if you're gonna have a movie poster on your wall, get it in a foreign language. American Terminator 2.
This guy's dragging it now. Foreign language movie poster. Next level. Unironically, this is actually a very helpful video.
Poster. Japanese Terminator 2 poster. You see the difference? And make sure that you put it in a frame. Before we get to the next topic, if you have a little piece of interior design wisdom, let us know in the comments. Let's start a conversation. Let's turn this into a Socratic seminar about vibes and interior spaces. All right, so we've got good lighting. We're working in 3 dimensions. Next tip, number 3, focus on materials before colors. Obviously, the color of your furniture is important, but if everything is made of like the same thing, the room is still going to feel flat and lifeless no matter what colors you choose. The general rule of thumb is to try and fill your space with as many organic materials first. Then you can use inorganics and synthetics to like fill it out. Organics are things like wood, linen, wool, bamboo, cork, cotton. And just like the warm light that we were talking about before, we've been using this stuff forever. I mean, we used to live in trees. It's natural for us. It makes us feel normal. These materials create a sense of warmth, familiarity, timelessness. They encourage you to be comfortable. They also tend to have more muted colors, so they go well with almost anything. Then things like stone, metal, glass, these are inorganics. We've been using this stuff for a long time as well, but we haven't really been able to manipulate it until relatively recently. By relatively recently, I mean like thousands of years, but like we've been on the earth for a lot longer than that. And if you don't agree, then unsubscribe from this channel. So they're a little bit less natural, a little bit less familiar. Stone and metal can feel grounding and strong, but if you overdo it, your room can feel cold or lifeless. I don't want to talk shit about Nolan, but I helped him move one time and all of his furniture was leather and metal. All of his stuff looked like he got it from a Trent Reznor garage sale. It felt like we were like moving a haunted hospital. He's married now and his house now is very nice, but man, young Nolan is like Silent Hill. Leather is technically like an organic, but it's in a weird spot because I would treat it as an inorganic because it can feel very sterile. Then finally, we got materials like acrylic, plastic, polyester.
What up, Jeff Miller? Peace out. Alex said weird he's not talking about turbos. Who is Donut Media? Is that this guy? Is he somebody else? Speed? Does he normally talk about cars? Okay, yeah. Dress better without buying anything. Shit, this guy's on his looks maxing for real. This turned into a looks maxing stream. Or like aesthetic maxing.
Polyester, vinyl. These are synthetics. We made these. We invented these. Mostly during World War II. These things are like brand ass new.
Shout out World War II.
They're usually affordable and they can be turned into almost any shape imaginable. They're kind of awesome. You shouldn't fill your entire room with synthetics. That doesn't mean that they aren't great options. A lot of like mid-century, really classic 20th century furniture is acrylic or plastic. A plastic chair that is unapologetically plastic can look awesome. A white laminate bookshelf can look awesome. I don't think that you should furnish your entire living room with clear furniture, but one clear acrylic chair in the right context can be very, very cool. But now that I say it out loud, if you can figure out how to fill your whole living room with clear furniture, I take it back. Go for it. That's a vibe. You look like Magneto in prison. Yeah, Fortress of Solitude vibes. Just like a whole clear house. Hey, if you can make it happen, I'd say go for it. Send me pics. Tag me at James Pumphrey on Instagram. Number 4, don't just furnish the room, furnish the actions. Don't just think about how to make your room look better. That's really intimidating and kind of wild. Instead, think about how it can function better. A lot of times the best functional choice can look better than some crazy fancy design idea.
Make your space like how you function instead of trying to like make it look decorated because you're never gonna keep up with it. But like make the way you function look nice.
Where should I put this lamp? I don't know. It looks pretty good over in that corner. Actually, it doesn't. because it doesn't make any sense. A much better place for that lamp is next to that chair, because you sit in that chair and read. Thinking about stuff functionally allows you to have like some idea of where everything goes. You got a bunch of furniture, you're looking at a bare room, you're like, oh, where do I put all this crap? It's like, well, you know how to use the stuff. Don't put your TV by the ceiling. It should be at eye level.
The biggest thing that I run into is TVs that hang off of the wall with like huge clunky wall mounts that turn, tilt, and like they'll have it tilted. Put your TV in eye level position and just mount it to the wall so it's just flat.
Here are a couple other things to think about when it comes to practical furniture placement. Where is the command position? The command position is the place in the room that feels the most secure and grounded. Imagine you're reading a book in bed or watching TV on the couch. Where do you want to be in order to be in charge of this room? If your back is to the entrance of the room, somebody could sneak up on you and hit you on the noggin. Or if you're directly facing the door, it feels like people have access to you from outside of the room. You want people to have to enter a room to have access to you. Even if you like live alone or you aren't realistically worried about those things, there's still a subconscious uneasiness created by being in those positions. So in a bedroom like this, the command position for the bed is here. Or in a living room like this, the command position for the couch is here. Now, it's not always possible. A lot of rooms were designed before TVs. But even just using the principles behind the command position will help you make the best decision. Another thing to think about when placing furniture is traffic or flow. How do people move through the room? Now look at this bedroom.
Bold of you to assume I even have enough space to do any of this feng shui shit.
The entrance is here. The closet is here. Not only is the bed not in the command position, but if you need to grab something out of your closet, you'd have to walk all the way around to get to it. That's bad flow. Look at this living room. With this layout, you'd have to walk through the middle of where everyone is sitting to get to the other entrance. Now, a comfortable conversation zone is an awkward hallway. But if we slide everything over here, maybe add a little bookshelf with a lamp, it's now very natural to walk around and not disturb anyone. Plus, it puts all the furniture onto the rug. At the very least, the front two legs of all your furniture should be on the rug. Quick side note, the conversation area of a living room or even like a porch or something shouldn't be bigger than a 10-foot radius.
Diameter.
Shouldn't be bigger than a 10-foot diameter.
Or you could say 5-foot radius, but...
Or a 5-foot radius. Shouldn't be bigger than a 10-foot diameter or a 5-foot radius. I'm not saying go full functional robot, but for a home to be comfortable, it should make sense. Number 5, practical, beautiful, or personal.
How is a video like this not made sooner? I mean, I'm sure there's tons of videos that make these same points, but targeting it at men specifically makes... I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet.
Everything on display should be one of these 3 things. I'm talking about art. I'm talking about plants. I'm talking about books. I'm talking about little trinkets and souvenirs, stone bowls and Hot Wheels. If you don't have any art right now and you're inspired by this video, don't just go on Amazon and buy some generic print of like a tree or an elephant. Your room should reflect who you are. The books on your shelf should be books that you've read or at least plan to read one day. If you have a chessboard in your living room and you play chess a lot, that's functional. That's personal. That's cool. If you don't even know the rules to chess, it's generic bullshit and get it out of your freaking house. Poser. Or better yet, learn how to play chess. When we were putting this video together and figuring out what I was going to say, I had a fear. I really don't want this to lead you guys to overthinking every single thing and like shutting down and not decorating your house, because realistically, just like starting is the best way to do this. And honestly, most things fit into one of these 3 categories. It really just acts as a filter to make sure that you're being thoughtful about what you fill your house with. Your art doesn't have to have some amazing story about meeting some artist in Peru. If you think that it's truly beautiful, then hang it up. If it represents something that represents you, hang it up.
If it speaks to you, put it up. It'll tell a lot about you, and I think your space will feel unique to you. Also, like from a, like if you have a girl over and like they ask you, like if it is something weird, like chances are it's going to be a conversation starter and it's going to like make someone get to know you more, and like it's going to start a conversation that goes down. Like I think it's cool.
It's just,
is that a set of human teeth over there? I'm like, watch the movie.
It's like when you have a room full of just generic crap like Route 66 signs or a vase with like fluffy wheat coming out of it, things that you bought just to fill the space. Your home can end up looking like an Airbnb. Basically, just put a little thought into it. Let's make our homes an extension of who we are. So get a little doormat. Doormats are obviously functional, but they're also welcoming and they look cool. A great opportunity to show off your personal taste. The first non-shirt on-garm product available at speed.co. And finally, I'd say this is the second most important one right after lighting. It might actually be number 1. Yes, it is number 1 because it can cancel out good lighting. Number 6, clean your shit. None of this advice is going to do any good if your home is a mess. And beyond just general cleaning and making it not gross, Try to cut down on clutter. In the Interior Design Handbook, it recommends that 80% of your items be stored out of sight, with 20% left visible. Give things a home. Do you just throw your keys and wallet down on the table next to the door? Put up some key hooks. Even just a little bowl that you throw everything in. I do that. It feels really good when I come home. It's like, I'm here. The same goes for shoes. Get a little cubby or a mat. Organize all your cords. Hide your cords. Fix things. Fix that broken window blind. Tighten that jiggly doorknob. Make your bed. Sweep and vacuum. Get a doormat. Put away your dishes. Fluff up your pillows. And light a freaking candle. Your home, boys. It's a nice place to be.
Bumbaclot video.
I hope this video was helpful.
In a good way. I mean, okay, let's see. The lights, the curtains, the shelving. It's really not that crazy. It's not that much of a difference, but boy, is it a difference.
For some of you guys, if you have like a little brother or something that lives like an animal, send this to him if you think it could be helpful. Subscribe if you like this type of stuff. Comment if there's another random topic that you want us to go out and research. Thank you.
No chance getting sued over a video like this, am I right?
I haven't always been able to buy all the cool clothes that I wanted. Then I got a decent job and I could buy a lot of the cool clothes that I wanted. But it didn't really improve how I was dressing. I just bought a bunch of shit, and if anything, wasn't being as thoughtful as I was when my options were more limited. Buying things doesn't necessarily make you dress better. It just makes you have more shit. I mean, look at some of the richest guys in the world right now. Zero style. Dressing better with the clothes you already have encourages creativity, is better for the environment, and more, I just find myself being against blind consumption. So if you want to dress better and don't want to spend a bunch of money filling your closet, here's some things that you can do starting today. Number 1, look at pictures of dudes on the internet.
Ayo.
Very soon in this video, there will be some very
Peace out, Prince Royal.
Practical techniques.
This is the last video I'm watching, then I'm out of here.
And even exercises to help you use your existing wardrobe more effectively. But in order to do that, you need to know where you're going. And I think step 1 for trying anything new is becoming a fan of people who are good at it. I'm sure that some of you guys follow fitness influencers to learn how to eat or work out better. This is no different. Follow some fashion dudes. There's a lot of really great ones.
Vintage Polo Ralph Lauren is always your friend.
Does the beanie go above the ears?
Having one good pair of salvaged denim in your collection, you can't go wrong with that.
They're smart, they're thoughtful, they're funny. They're not all doing like blue steel all the time. We're not talking about like looks maxers. We're talking about menswear guys. See who you connect with. Look at what they're wearing and then maybe walk it back 2 steps until you're at the level of stylish.
I think before I even watch this video, which I'm sure will be helpful, I think the best piece of fashion or style advice for a man I've ever heard is to just be physically in shape. I've seen some of these videos on TikTok in previous years where it's like a guy who's probably 500 or 600 pounds, not even joking, doing like fashion, like fits try-ons. And the fits go hard, but it just, we're not addressing the elephant in the room. It really makes me look at it and go, damn, imagine how much more dripped out and swagged out he would be if he was actually fit or just not 500 pounds. And I think somebody wearing jeans and a t-shirt, but they're physically fit is always going to be more impressive and attractive than somebody who's got it on, but they're not in shape.
That fits your lifestyle. Comparison is the thief of joy, but inspiration is the wind that fills our sails. All right, I just combined 2 quotes. Guess what? New quote. Put that on your arm. Make a collection on Instagram dedicated to clothes. Every time you see something you like, save it. Then you can go back in a month or 2, you look at all the things that you've saved, you start to notice consistencies in the stuff that you have in there. That's what you like. That's called taste, brother. That is the beginning of personal style. Taste isn't bought, it's remembered. And this is connectivity. This is Mint Mobile. Unconditional off. Okay, so we decided that we want to dress better. We've looked at pictures of dudes on the internet. Maybe we even have a mood board. We got a bunch of saved posts on Instagram. A natural first instinct at this point is,
dang, I don't have any of this stuff.
My stuff sucks. I gotta go buy new clothes. I don't have any money. Maybe I should get a new job. I could probably get a better job if I look more put together, but hey, I don't have any good stuff. My stuff sucks. I gotta go buy new clothes. But I don't have any money. Maybe I should get a new job. Hey, I could probably get a better job if I look more put together, but dang, my stuff sucks. I don't have any clothes. But I don't have any money. Maybe I should get a new job. Hey, I could probably get a better job if I look more put together.
And the cycle continues until eventually, inevitably, you're sitting on the toilet, crying your eyes out. We've all been there. It's a tale as old as time. But take a breath. We can get through this. Because it's not about the item. It's about the...
Sam here says, I only wear Always Marco merch. As you should. As you should. Thank you, Sam here.
the effect. You might not have the exact item that the dude in the pic is wearing, but think about what the item is doing. Is the blazer in the picture providing structure to
Is the blazer blazing?
that guy's shoulders? Do you have anything that could do the same thing? Are you attracted to the combination of colors? Is it the mix of textures that you find intriguing? How can you use what you have to achieve the same effect? Take a look at this dude's outfit, for example. He looks cool as hell. Do I own a pink tie? No. What am I, a fucking detective? But what is the effect of the pink tie? It's drawing attention to the chest. It's a pop of color in an otherwise muted outfit. So I think that I can get the same effect as that pink tie with a red shirt that I already own. Or the jacket. Do I own an ALD bomber? No. The thing's like $800. But I do have this Barber that sticks to the color palette, has a similar vibe, adds a little bulk to the silhouette, makes me look kind of big.
1, 2, 3, 4 fucking layers, bro. Come on.
It's also got a collar that I can pop, which I think is a big part of the silhouette in this reference. And also, I don't like how I look in beanies. So, same vibe, a little bit more me. Dude, this is a fit, bro. Or we can look at this photo of Maddie Matheson. Historically, one of the dudes who has the most influence on my personal sense of style. You could take the monochromatic effect of the matching pants, the shirt, and the hat, and do that with any color that you have at your disposal. I like the blue pants. I also own a pair of blue pants, but I don't have a blue short sleeve button-up shirt. Am I gonna go out and buy a short sleeve blue button-up just to imitate Maddie Madison? No, that would be pathetic. I would never buy an article of clothing just because I saw a cool looking celebrity wear it. So I'm just gonna focus on the vibe, the shapes, what each individual item is doing to create the overall aesthetic of this photo. The vibe is obvious. It's a dad at a barbecue who's been to jail before. And the shapes are simple. It's an unbuttoned short sleeve shirt over a tank top, a vintage sort of motorsport inspired cap, classic work pants. My shirt is unbuttoned, so you know I know how to party.
Who are you? Rick? Fucking dog shit name, dude. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I've actually never worn this combination of clothes until just now, and it's definitely going into my rotation. Next time I go to a barbecue, I'm gonna look like a dad who's been to jail. And I would have never put this together unless I just tried it on. And that's the thing. Sometimes you just gotta try things on. It's like going to the driving range or shooting free throws. You can't just play in games and expect yourself to be.
That's my man. That's hilarious. Those videos where they're psyching out their friends during a basketball game as they're about to shoot a free throw by going in a gay voice or a girl voice. That's my man. Hilarious. Kids these days are actually so funny.
Good. Who do you think you are? Allen Iverson? And this brings me to a fun little exercise that I just learned about recently. The 3-3-3 drill. This is a fast-paced creative drill designed to help you look at your clothes differently and come up with new combinations. It's not the game that you play your heart out for. It's practice. Practice.
Practice?
Go to your closet and select the following 3 items. 3 tops, 3 bottoms, 3 pairs of shoes. Mix and match the items to make every combination possible. Look in the mirror. Take pictures. Ask your lady or your fella what they think. I know that you are reluctant to do this. A grown man literally playing dress up in his house. But not only does it actually work, I think you'll find that it's pretty fun. Some of the combinations are going to be outfits that you already wear all the time. Some might look absolutely terrible. I just think I look kind of creepy. But some will create new looks that you would have never thought to put together yourself.
Whoa. It's kind of a cool look, dude. I just feel like a lot of these, especially with these shoes, are like cool history teacher. Gentlemen, those who do not acknowledge the best are bound to repeat.
The idea of this thing is to look at old items in new ways, breathe some life into forgotten articles of clothing, and potentially...
The problem here is that this guy has so many different types of clothes. Like me, I have one pair of black jeans. I've got like 3 pairs of chino type pants, a bunch of quarter zips / button-up tees, and that's about it. And always Marco merch, of course.
Pull some stuff from the back of your closet out into your regular rotation.
It's like you're at Harvard back in the day when a guy with your physique could be on the football team.
I bought these pants over a year ago and really haven't used them very much, but I liked almost every outfit that we put together with these.
This is like cool teacher on game day. He's assistant coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, dress to impress. I mean, that's where I let my clothing creativity shine, is when I play Dress to Impress with my nieces. We haven't played Dress to Impress in a while.
Is that...
What if I've already played Dress to Impress with my nieces for the last time and I just don't know it yet? Oh, my heart is breaking.
Bolton? Is that 3 inches above the knee?
I think sometimes when I'm getting ready to go to some sort of social event, like a meeting or something, I start imagining myself in that situation, and the anxiety or nervousness that I'm carrying for that meeting kind of creeps into me trying on clothes. So just trying on stuff without that pressure was pretty liberating and fun. Up next, Jake Wolf is, in my opinion, one of the best dressed dudes on the entire God's green internet. So I hit him up, I explained the premise of this video, and I asked him if he had any tips for guys who want to dress better without having to buy a bunch of new stuff. Tuck in your shirt. Then he said, I can elaborate if need be, but yeah, if you tuck in all shirts and sweaters, you'll feel more polished and it alters the silhouette dramatically. So let's put this to the test. Untucked, totally normal, totally fine. I mean, it's a vibe, dude. Like immediately, same articles of clothing.
Nah, I'm chilling on that. Matter of fact, I seen a guy at the gym today, older gentleman, maybe in his 50s, and he had his gym shirt tucked all the way into his shorts, and I was like, definitely not on gym clothes. You're saying people just don't find a shirt they like and buy it in every color? Just me? Yeah, that's me. You see me with the Calvin Klein quarter zip in black, navy, and cream.
I'm going to the grocery store like this. I'm reaching for the protein cereal like this. You're like, that guy cares about things. That guy gives a shit.
This also comes down to physique as well, in my opinion. Like, you basically have to be a skinny guy or like a built guy in order to pull this off. If you're too skinny, it's just going to show off how thin you are, because, you know, letting the shirt be untucked and flow loosely will at least give the illusion that there's perhaps more to you under the shirt. When it's tucked in, it's like hugging you tightly. It's like you're a skeleton. And if you're overweight, then it's not going to be flattering to tuck it in either.
With an untucked t-shirt, I'm just some other dope. With a tucked in t-shirt, I might be a woodworker. Want to keep this away from the saw. I might be a farmer. This is purposeful. We don't want that crap flopping around. I mean, honestly, Jake's right.
Yeah, I disagree with this generally. I mean, maybe I'm too young, but I disagree with this.
I feel thinner, more put together, dare I say, more grown up. Tuck in your shirt, dude. This is a perfect example, all right, of something that takes zero effort and costs $0 that can dramatically change how you look and how you wear your clothes. You can also cuff your pants or roll your sleeves up. These changes make a huge difference because they break up your outfit. They let it breathe a little bit. Basically, you want to remind people that there is a human skeleton under there. Your waist, your wrists, your ankle, your neck. That's where the skeleton moves. And you want people to be able to tell where those are. So instead of looking like a blob, you look like a human.
I mean, the one on the left is better in my opinion.
It's easy for an outfit to look like a run-on sentence. So you add little points of punctuation here.
This will become mandatory. Watch.
Here and there. It's where the eye is supposed to, direct. Get your clothes tailored. Tailors will gladly alter all kinds of clothes, not just suits. A lot of times I stop wearing clothes because I don't like how they fit anymore. That can be because my body has changed or the current trends have changed. Maybe I ordered a piece of clothing off the internet and it never fit well, but it was kind of expensive, so I kept it in my closet forever, hoping that one day I would magically love how it looked on me. Well, a tailor is kind of magic, and it's also one of the most overlooked and useful resources in a man's arsenal. You can spend a bunch of money on clothes, but if they don't fit you right, they will look like absolute trash. You can also spend less money on clothes. Get this.
What are you talking about, Benjamin? Are you further back in the chat? Then this doesn't work out for a tool to shape up. This is basically what happened with Holiday Magic. What?
I'm tailored and look straight up fresh as hell. An ill-fitting, expensive suit will always look worse than a well-fitting suit from Goodwill. These are a pair of $13 vintage Dickies work pants that I bought off of eBay. They're one of my favorite pairs of pants. I love the fabric. I love the color. I love the texture, the wear, the patina. What I didn't love is the fact that the waist was too big and the front would fall down, making it look like I had taken a dump in the front of my pants. A few bucks at the tailor, the guy took in the waist, and they're perfect. I'm wearing without a belt right now. Jesse gets almost all his clothes tailored, which, is absolutely not surprising at all. And if you aren't sure if a tailor is able to do something, ask. You'd be surprised at how much a garment can be altered. These guys are really good at this. It's like one of the first jobs ever invented. Find a good tailor in your city, give them some business, get to the point where you send your tailor a Christmas card every year. That's cool. And finally,
OD.
Try. I get it, fellas. We all want to be effortlessly cool. That's the idea. To look as if we rolled out of bed, grabbed some crap off the floor, and then accidentally walked out the front door looking like a generational style icon. Well, I got news for you. Looking effortless takes effort. I want to kill the idea that being cool and trying hard do not work hand in hand. Trying hard is cool. Caring about stuff is cool. Nobody does anything worthwhile by accident. Even Beethoven and Mozart, two very famous prodigies, were trying their asses off. What makes you think that you're going to be good at putting on clothes without effort? And every time I make a video about anything like this, the same comment is in the comment section at least a dozen times. All I need is jeans and a t-shirt. Well, yeah, man, good job. That is a great single outfit, but you need more than a driver to play around a golf. Get yourself a pitching wedge and try on some double pleated pants. We got to get over the fear of trying. The fear that this isn't me. The fear of your friends making fun of you. Because guys, your friends are gonna make fun of you no matter what. If they don't make fun of you, then they aren't your friends. So you might as well look cool and feel good about yourself while you're getting roasted. And you don't have to spend a bunch of money on new clothes to do that. Just have to try. Thank you guys for watching this video on speed. We make videos about a ton of different kinds of stuff. So maybe subscribe so you don't miss anything.
Whoops, mic was muted. I was saying, interesting, dude. It's funny because for I want to say a decade, from age probably 16 to 26, my style was exactly this. It was a pair of black jeans with a white or black t-shirt, depending on how I like to mix it up. And the way I would accessorize or differentiate the outfits was with a different jacket and shoes. So I had a ton of different jackets that I would wear over the t-shirt to layer it. And the shoes would generally be matching or at least appropriate for the jacket. So like if the jacket, the shoes that I wore were almost exclusively Air Force One, Nike Air Force One. I had them in all different colors. I had white, I had gray, I had white with the red and blue stripe. I had white with the gold accent. I had a pair of like maroon red ones. And then I had this jacket that was like maroon red on the inside and tan on the outside. I had another clone that was like navy blue on the outside, maroon red on the inside. So I knew what shoes I was wearing with those. I also had a maroon bomber jacket with like the tag on the arm that were popular in like 2016, 2017, which was maroon, matched the shoes perfectly. Also was orange inside. So that was sort of how I did it. And I remember very specifically when I was 27, I had a moment where I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a purposeful effort to try to like improve or at least mature up my style a bit. And I went and I spent like $500 at Calvin Klein in 2023. And I bought like some pants, some chino pants, some shirts, some quarter zip shirts. And I do really like that look. I think I like the collar look a lot. You know, any shirt with a collar on it, I think I rock. But still definitely got work to do. I mean, I'm 30. I still have time to figure it out. You know, hopefully 35, 40 is when I'm at my peak if I'm still alive and I haven't committed suicide because of the lawsuits. And I'm half joking when I say that. But yeah, that was good. Appreciate this dude for the videos, and more so than anything, appreciate you guys for watching these streams, watching the channel. My upload frequency for like main channel videos and shorts and stuff has not been what I've wanted it to be in the last like month, I would say, because of lawsuit stuff. I'm really sorry to say this, but it's like having a job. It's like having a part-time job, the lawsuits, the amount of reading, the amount of writing argument, the amount of lawyer back and forth emails, the amount of mostly reading, the amount of time that it consumes my mind when none of those things are happening, when it's just like worrying about it, stressing about it, you know, hard to fall asleep because you feel like if you're sleeping, you're not doing something that you are supposed to be doing, even though you know you can't do anything. Same thing with waking up. It's like I'm scared to wake up in the morning because I'm like, fuck, what my phone is going to be. I'm going to pick up my phone. There's going to be a notification with some bad news from my lawyer or something, and it's going to make my stomach drop. And it's like, man, how many lawsuits am I a part of? It's more than one. I'll say that. It's more than one. But, you know, they won't be happy till they take everything from me. Literally, they won't be happy till they absolutely destroy me. And I can't let that happen. So, you know, got to keep grinding. Hopefully you guys, I know you guys will keep supporting because you always have. And, you know, I just have to have faith that it's going to work out. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate you guys. I will talk to you again on Wednesday. Look, it's already Monday. It's after midnight. That's 2 days away. So we got this. Appreciate y'all. All from one video. No, not just from one video. But can't say too much at this moment. Appreciate you guys, for real. Thank you.
Marco. I gotta get the bag. Yeehaw, it's bull wrangling time. I took a full...
Where's Let's Go? There it is. All right, peace out, y'all. Till next time.